on the Rogues streaming network. Medford Rogues Baseball is on the air. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of your Rogues, Brian Welch.
From Medford, Medford Rogues Baseball is on the air as your Rogues will be taking on the Stockton Pearls for Game 1 of this three-game series at Harry and David Field. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Welch, the Rogues Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Friday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. The Medford Rogues are 18-8 overall in this 2025 summer season, 4-2 in Pacific Empire League action, as your Rogues are tied for second place with the Lincoln Potters of a record of 4-2. Tonight is the start of 9 straight non-league games before the Rogues head back in the Pacific Empire League action, as tonight is Game 1 of this three-game series against the Stockton Pearls. Last time out, Medford able to even up the series against the Healdsburg Prune Packers 3-2 on a go-ahead RBI double courtesy of Johnny Alley in the bottom half of inning number 8, able to drive in Travis Finney, as the Rogues able to even up that two-game series at a game apiece against the defending champions in the Pacific Empire League of the Healdsburg Prune Packers. As this is a Rogue squad that is hungry to keep their winning ways going as they welcome in the Stockton Pearls for the first game of a three-game series. As Stockton is the second team from the BACL, all the way from the Golden State of California, to make their way to the Rogue Valley, as the South Bay Storm was here a couple weeks ago. Stockton, one of the newest teams in the Bay Area Collegiate League, first-year squad from the port city of California in Stockton. The Pearls split a two-game series against the Pleasanton Jacks last time out, 11-5 in the first game. They got the victory, but they fell in Game 2, 6-5 against the Jacks. And this is a team set by head coach Mike Gerlach saying, hey, this is a team that's very young and a lot of old players on this squad as well. So right now the Pearls wanted to pull the upset in the Rogue Valley. I'd like to welcome you to the Rogues pregame show, where I was able to sit down with Matt Bailey for our Rogues player spotlight. Plus, we have our one-on-one conversation with head coach Kevin Olmstead, as it is the second to last fireworks show of this 2025 season. Let's take a look at these standings in the Pacific Empire League. That is brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Healdsburg sits atop the Pacific Empire League with a record of 6-2. Not far behind it is your Medford Rogues and the Lincoln Potters, tied for second place. We'll be doing some scoreboard watching tonight, as Lincoln is taking on Humboldt tonight in Arcata. Humboldt's not far behind of a record of 3-3, as they are in that third spot. Solano's 2-5, and the West Coast Kings are 0-5 winless in Pacific Empire League action. As right now, this is a Medford squad looking to keep their winning ways going, as it is a beautiful evening for baseball. Glacier blue skies overhead, cotton candy clouds off in the distance, 83 degrees at Harry and David Field. Those two conversations with Matt Bailey, and as well as our one-on-one conversation with head coach Kevin Olmstead, are going to happen right after the break, as it is the second to last fireworks show of this 2025 season. It's the Pearls, it's the Rogues, and it's all coming up next. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Welcome back to the Rogues pregame show. We are getting rowdy as this is our Rogues player spotlight. To hear from the young man from the great state of Washington, Matt Bailey. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing phenomenal. Just finished up some BP. Just living the dream in Medford.
You know what? Yesterday, I got to see you on the golf course at Laurel Hills. I was on the first tee. You were coming back with your girlfriend. What did you shoot during your golf round yesterday?
I shot, it's not a traditional golf course, so it's a 33 par, but I went 4 over. Not terrible. No birdies, so I parred a lot and shot 4 bogeys, so it was definitely one of my better days.
And Laurel Hill is a very interesting golf course, a lot of trees. How many times did you hit into the trees yesterday?
You know, honestly, sometimes it kind of helped me. Like, I would just slice one, and the ball would kick back in the fairway. So, I mean, that's a good part of having a bunch of trees around.
And you were telling me before the game, before we hit the record button, you were talking about that you want to work on your driving game.
Yeah, drive's kind of my weakest point right now. Can't really figure out the slice right now, but hopefully when I get back in my hometown, I'll hit the range and figure it out.
Well, I can definitely teach you the slice because every time I hit the ball, it slices left or right. But I know that you went to Lower Columbia College. Now you're going to be going to Northwest Oklahoma State. But you've been having a great season with the Medford Rogues. What's it been like wearing a Medford Rogues uniform this season?
It's been phenomenal. You know, I'm here having fun every single day. I live with a great host family with the Horsleys. Obviously, I roomed with Horsley at Lower Columbia, so it's kind of nice to just move right in with him again. But it's been great. Just learning new things and just continuing to better myself.
And what is that one thing that you've learned about being with the Rogues?
Honestly, to have fun again. Like, sometimes you get really caught up in the college life at like a not a huge school, but I mean, we're definitely a really competitive school, and we focus on winning. And just coming here, it's kind of just been a mental reset and just learning to not love the game, because I always love the game, but just find that fun in the game, you know.
And you being from Lower Columbia College, from the NWAC, that's a wood bat spring league. So I guess there was no transformation of you swinging the wood bat, just business as usual?
Yep, definitely, yeah. Been swinging wood all year, but excited to move on back to the metal bat next year.
And you were telling me that you were staying with the Horsleys as their host as the horse family. I guess Aiden's been playing tour guide for you?
Yeah, yep. He knows his way around here, so he's been doing a great job.
Of course. And you've been talking about you growing up in Washington. We've interviewed a couple of guys from Washington. What was your experience like being in the Pacific Northwest?
Loved it. Absolutely love it. Definitely, I'm going to move back there when I'm done with my college at Oklahoma, but I love my family. That's why I'm here. I'm doing it for them, and I just love them, you know.
Well, we had Elias Oster, who's a huge Huskies fan. You have a Mason Perello that is going to go to Washington State, as well as Trevor Smith, who's going to be in the lineup tonight. But who do you root for in the great state of Washington?
Honestly, I don't have a college team because I went to Lower Columbia. I love Lower Columbia, but I would say like my sports team is the Mariners and the Seahawks. Me and my dad always watch Seahawks, so yeah.
So did you get to go to see the Mariners play?
Yeah, I've watched them probably 10 games in my life. It's been a lot of fun.
And why is that ballpark unique than the rest of the ballparks in the Major League Baseball?
I don't know. Just kind of just the sea level. The ball doesn't really fly there. It's more of like a pitcher's park. So, I mean, if you want to watch a pitcher's duel, go to a Mariners game.
And I know that you're going to be going to Northwest Oklahoma State in the fall, but why go to Northwest Oklahoma State?
I got a really good relationship with the coach. He watched me at the NWAC championships, and I had a couple good games. He took me on like a virtual tour, showed me all the facilities and stuff, and they're just, I mean, top tier. That's what I want to do. I want to go to a place where I know I'm going to improve and get better, and I see myself doing that exactly at Northwest Oklahoma State.
And I know you're going to be at the Rogues for one more week, but is there anything else you want to work on before you go back home?
Yeah, I was working with Ortiz a little bit on trying to left knee stance throwdown. I'm more of a right knee stance guy. I don't know if you kind of know that, like from a catcher, but definitely working more left knee stances and then doing that as my throwdowns. Been working with him a lot on that.
Why a left knee? Why using the left knee?
Just varies, you know. Sometimes right knee gets a little tiring, gets a little repetitive. You don't want to get in that complacent, repetitive cycle. So it's always good to learn new things.
Well, that's good to hear. Let me ask you two more questions on the Rogues pregame show as we are talking with Matt Bailey as he is our Rogues Player Spotlight. What is your pregame meal?
Hawaiian Hut every day. Every day. Me, Frankie, and Horsley always go there. I love it. I wish they would bring it to Bremerton, Washington. It is phenomenal food.
What is your order at Hawaiian Hut?
Well, I either go number 2 or number 4, which is just chicken, rice, and mac salad, or sometimes I go number 2, which is beef or steak, rice, and mac salad.
And what is your walk-up song?
It is The Stroke by Billy Squier. Yep. I'm waiting for the whole crowd to get going on the clap, but, I mean, we'll see if they catch on to it.
Well, my friend, good talking with you. Before I go, you want to give a shout to anybody, your mom, your dad?
Yeah, shout out to my dad, shout out to my mom, shout out to my girlfriend, shout out to my sister. I hope they're all watching today. I'm not, don't know if I'm in the lineup yet, but if not, I'm sure they'll still be watching and supporting the Rogues.
Of course, that's good to hear, my friend. Have fun tonight, and hopefully get to see you on the golf course. And hopefully you get to figure out that slicing, you know?
All righty, nice to meet you.
That is our Rogues Player Spotlight. Matt Bailey, when we come right back after this, we have that one-on-one conversation with head coach Kevin Olmstead as it is Game 1 between Stockton and Medford. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet-friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Well, back to the Rogues pregame show. This is our one-on-one conversation with head coach Kevin Olmstead. Coach, how are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's Firework Friday. It's my cool shoe Friday. It's the best day of the week, baby. What's up?
Coach, always a pleasure seeing you. What a win Wednesday night. A 3-2 victory against Healdsburg. It felt like everything was in the right place, and great pitching, great offense, and great timely hitting was the success of the victory on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I give Coach Coos all that credit right there. He hyped up the team middle of the game, got us a run late, had a guy steal a base when it mattered the most, and, we took care of business. No, we minimized damage extremely well that game, and that was super fun to watch. Riccardi pitched really, really good, commanded the strike zone for 4 innings, and got out of a damaged situation 2 times in his outing. So he did an extremely good job. And then our new guy, Edwards, did a really good job for that first inning that he pitched. And then Chappell being who he is, he shut the doors down and made it look easy for him.
And Chappell's a normal Friday night starter, but you throw him in relief, and with everything on fire on Wednesday night, and he's able to go out there and pitch lights out, just Bronson Chappell being Bronson Chappell.
Yeah, absolutely. He's fun to watch. He's a fantastic human being, and he's an incredible pitcher. And so whenever he gets the ball, I'm always confident that he will take care of business.
And he had a day off yesterday. How crucial was that day off for your team?
Yeah, I think it was valuable. Again, this is a long summer. Days off, you have to take advantage of it. You have to recover properly. You have to eat good. You have to rest. So having that day off yesterday was very good. Good for coaching staff too.
And it is a Friday night and another series against the Stockton Pearls. Stockton Pearls out of the BACL. You've seen another team from the BACL this season. What do you expect from the Pearls?
Yeah, just like every other team, they're going to come in here, they're going to try to win ball games. So we have to do a good job handling business, minimizing damage, and just play our baseball.
Let's go back to Wednesday night and a great at-bat for Johnny Alley, and Johnny Alley able to have that RBI double. What has it been like to see his improvement throughout this season?
Yeah, Johnny's one heck of a player. This is kind of his spring season just with his injury this year. Having to redshirt, so he's taken this summer extremely seriously, and so it's been fun to watch him grow and develop. He's stealing a lot of bases for us. He's creating a lot of contact. He's working on some adjustments, and he's doing a really good job.
And we are officially in the second half of this 2025 summer season. Well, how would you grade this team in the first half of this season, Coach?
I don't know, Coach Coos. What would you give it?
Be on the field, D+, cleaning up.
Ooh, be on the field, D+ cleaning up. That's, I'd have to agree with that. That means there's more room for improvement, right? We're here to create better or good baseball players, but at the same time, we're here to create better men. So always room to improve.
And I know that your JUCO coach is here today. Is there any good stories with him being from Lassen? Any good stories about that? I know that we were talking about that before. What was it like having him watch BP?
Oh, man, Coach Frankie is in the building. I have nothing but good things to say about that man and nothing but good things to say about Lassen College. It made me the player I am today, and it made me it helped me become a better person. Story-wise, I can't. I'm not going to release any stories. It's got to be off the record. But yeah, it's super, super awesome to have him come see me, come see this team play. I've known him for about 10, 11 years now. And it's just, him get to see my experiences. It's awesome, because he's a big mentor for me. And he's always rooting for me. He's always helping me. He's always guiding me through this life and through this college experience or coaching experience. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. Yeah.
And Coach, last time I spoke with you, you were eating tuna fish with strawberry cream cheese. What did you and Coach Coos have for lunch today?
Yeah, we didn't have that, unfortunately. We had a chicken, steak, rice, and broccoli for lunch today. I think we're going to go to the store right now, get a little Chipotle maybe, possibly. Who knows? Yeah, today was a healthy day for me. It usually is always a healthy day for us. We're trying to get Coach Coos to get 315 bench. We're on the right track. He's about 5'8", 150, and he's benching, 280 right now? Yeah, around 280.
Coach, I always ask you this question. What are the keys to victories besides competing and also taking one pitch at a time?
Doing your job, man. Just do your job. Be focused. If you're not in the starting lineup, be ready to go in at any moment. If you're a reliever coming out of the pen, command the strike zone. Right? That's how we're gonna win tonight. You do your job. You command the strike zone. You be ready to play at all times. We'll have success.
And Coach, there's only tonight and next week for the fireworks show. So you're going to keep the red, white, and blue shoes going all Friday night long after the fireworks shows are over?
Oh, absolutely. It's a tradition. I might wear them every single game for next spring. Who knows? It's a crowd favorite.
Well, I respect that. Coach, have a good pregame meal at Chipotle. Have fun out there in the dugout, and I'll see you after the game, all right?
Go Rogues, baby.
That is head coach Kevin Olmstead. When we come right back after this, we have the starting lineup and the first pitch as it is game one between Stockton and your Medford Rogues. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. Game one between Stockton and Medford about to happen at Harry and David Field. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network as it is a perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Glacier blue skies, cotton candy clouds glittering the sky on this Friday evening in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Game one between the Pearls and your Medford Rogues. Let's send it to public address announcer Greg Roberts for the play in the national anthem.
Remove your caps and join us for the national anthem presented by Rockwell Real Estate. Tonight's national anthem is performed by the Siskiyou Singers.
It is a perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Game one between Stockton and Medford coming up right now on the Rogue Streaming Network. My name is Brian Welch. Glad to be a part of your Friday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. Let's give you that starting lineup for the Stockton Pearls, led by head coach Mike Gerlach. Batting lead off, playing shortstop is Bo Blake. Batting in the two hole is the center fielder Thomas Eiton. Batting third at third base is Dax Hardcastle. Batting cleanup is the first baseman Caleb Velo. Batting fifth in DH is Tyler Williams. Batting the sixth spot is the catcher Caleb Hendricks. Batting seventh in right field is Braden Torito. Batting eighth at second base is Caleb Casares. And batting ninth in left field, it is Houston McCray. On the hill pitching for your Medford Rogues, it is the dance master himself, the Finelli Finesse. Dylan Finelli gets the start on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. Earned run average of 1.08 in this 2025 campaign. 4 starts, 25 innings pitched, and has had 18 strikeouts. Dylan Finelli works with that great off-speed collection when he's pitching. Good curveball, good changeup, good sweeper even. Relies on that fastball a little bit, as he's been able to make batters chase all season long, as your Rogues are rocking their red, white, and blue uniforms, white pants, blue caps, red bills on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. Calling the balls and strikes tonight, it is Andrew Herbold. Over at first base is Brandon Dollarhide, and at third base, it is Dan Conklin. Wind blowing softly into the ballpark on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. It is 325 down the line to the left and right field. 400 in dead away center into the gaps. It is 407 in left center and at right center. So that starting lineup once again for the Stockton Pearls out of the BACL. It is Blake, Eiton, Hardcastle, Velo, Williams, Hendricks, Torito, Casares, and McCray. Throw over to second base by Chris Ortiz means we're just about ready to bring you the action for Game 1 of this 3-game series between the Stockton Pearls and your Medford Rogues. Perfect evening for baseball, 83 degrees, as it is going to be another great evening for baseball. Second to last fireworks show of this 2025 campaign, as the right-handed batter, Bo Blake, gets into the box for his first trip on this Friday evening. Pull up your favorite chair. Medford Rogues baseball is on the air, and we are underway. And the first pitch goes into the inside corner for a strike with the breaking ball. No balls and 1 strike, and we get going at 6:36 p.m. in the Rogue Valley. Glacier blue skies overhead. Temperature is in the 80s. No balls and a strike. Blake will pop it up, and that ball will go out of play on that left side. Actually will hit us on top of the press box. Strike 2. Temperature is in the 80s for this Game 1 of this 3-game series between the Pearls and your Medford Rogues. Bo Blake, uncommitted for a school, behind 0-2. Hits it in the air. Left field going back is Smith. Smith's going to look up, and that ball is going to go over the wall. And that's a solo home run from the shortstop, Bo Blake. And Stockton gets the scoring going in the first at-bat of the weekend. So a solo jack off the bat of Bo Blake. And Stockton leads early 1-0 against Medford.
Now batting center fielder Thomas Eiton.
So Thomas Eiton goes to work now. 1-0 Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Good crowd on hand at Harry and David Field. Dylan Finelli in his last start last week. Facing adversity. First pitch on the way. Bounces down and out. Ball 1. Eiton at the dish. First trip of the weekend. Eiton, the poet from Whittier College, out of the SIAC. Pair of SIAC dudes going at it. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Finds that outside corner. Strike 1. Dylan Finelli from Occidental College. Right-handed batter of Thomas Eiton from Whittier College. 1 ball and a strike. Fastball right down the boulevard. Strike 2. And now Dylan Finelli finds himself ahead 1-2 in the top half of inning number 1. Pearls 1, Medford still waiting to go up to the plate. Wind blowing strongly in the ballpark in the top half of inning number 1. 1-2, ground ball, slow roller to right side. Travis Finney will take it on 1 hop to throw over to first in time for out number 1. 4-3 on the ground out for the first out of the frames. Give you that defense is backing up the starter of Dylan Finelli. Behind the dish catching it is Chris Ortiz. Over at third base is Jordan Marion. Ryan Severns is the shortstop. Travis Finney, who made that play for out number 1, is at second base. And at Kyle Norton is at first base. In the outfield from left to right for your Medford Rogues, it is Trevor Smith in his first game, Mason Perello, and Johnny Alley from left to right for Medford. Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch on the way. Fastball finds the inside corner. Strike 1 to the third baseman, Dax Hardcastle out of Mississippi State. The Bulldog goes to work for his first at-bat of the weekend behind 0-1. Fastball misses down and out, ball 1. We do have a special guest joining us in the broadcast booth, shadowing us this evening. Shout out to Ryan Granger. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball left side, Ryan Severance will take it, gets it over to first base, and the throw is going to be dug out by Kyle Norton, 6-3 for out number 2. No one on and 2 outs in the top half of inning number 1, as it is going to be the first baseman, Caleb Velo, ready to go to work now. 2 outs and nobody on, top half inning number 1. Dylan Finelli and company able to tighten their belts after giving up that solo home run from the top of the order guy, Bo Blake. Dylan Finelli able to draw a pair of ground outs. First offering on the way. Sweeper finds the outside corner, strike 1. If you're joining us for the first time this season, Dylan Finelli relies on that sweeper pitch. Guy relies on he's the king of the off-speed, Dylan Finelli. The Finelli finesse ahead, no balls and a strike. 0-1, breaking ball, finds the outside corner, strike 2, and Dylan Finelli is in charge in the count, 0-2. The top half of inning number 1. Wind blowing into right field, no balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home from Dylan. Fastball misses down and out, ball 1. Caleb Velo at the dish. Uncommitted for a school now, the right-handed batter. A lot of right-handed batters so far in this Pearls lineup for Stockton. Stockton in their first year in the BACL and also their first year as a team. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball high and tight, ball 2, and the count goes even, 2-2 in the top of 1. Bo Blake with that solo home run to get the offense going for Stockton. The next 2 batters ground out to second and short, 2-2. Spoils it foul down that first base side. He'll do it again, still 2 balls and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 1. Tyler Williams waits on deck for Stockton. Stockton leading early 1-0 against your Medford Rogues. It's a picture-perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Glacier blue skies overhead. Wind blowing into the ballpark, still to 2-2. Curveball, bouncer, left side of the infield. Scooping it up as Ryan Severance is short, and the throw over to first base is accurate for out number 3, and the side is retired. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors committed by Medford, and nobody left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1 right after this. Stockton 1, Medford coming up. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time, and there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
The bottom half of inning number 1 at Harry and David Field. Stockton 1, Medford coming up for their first at-bats of the weekend. Let's give you that starting lineup for your Medford Rogues, led by head coach Kevin Olmstead. Batting lead off, playing second base is Travis Finney. Batting the 2 hole is the shortstop Ryan Severance. Batting third in right field is Johnny Alley. Batting cleanup is the first baseman Kyle Norton. Batting fifth in center field is Mason Perello. Batting the 6th spot is the catcher Chris Ortiz. Batting 7th in his Medford Rogues debut, it is Trevor Smith. He'll be patrolling left field. Batting 8th in DH is Troy Osborne. And in the 9th spot at third base, it is Jordan Marion. As it is Cruz Herrera on the hill pitching for Stockton. Young man who's uncommitted at the moment, but talking with head coach Mike Gerlach before the game, a guy that has a very good fastball. And this guy right now is going to be battling Travis Finney for the first at-bat of this evening. And in the bottom half of inning number 1, Stockton able to get on the board first with that solo home run by Bo Blake. Rogues trying to answer back in the bottom half inning number 1. First pitch on the way. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner, strike 1. So it's Finney, Severance, Alley, Norton, Perello, Ortiz, Smith, Osborne, and Marion. Lineup for your Medford Rogues, 18-8 overall in this 2025 campaign, 4-2 in Pacific Empire League action. This is a non-league game. Strike one pitch on the way, and Travis Finney's hit by the pitch. And Travis Finney gets aboard of a hit by pitch in the bottom half of inning number one.
And batting the shortstop from UC Santa Barbara, Ryan Severns.
You think about that, the last at-bat Travis Finney had on Wednesday was hit by the pitch. So with one on, no outs, bottom half of inning number one. Ryan Severns goes to work now. Severns in the 2 spot. A young man who will be going to UC Santa Barbara in the fall. Gets his first AB of the evening. 1-0 Stockton out in front, bottom half of inning number one. Cruz Herrera ready, and the righty's first pitch. Breaking ball misses. Outside ball one. Severns so far this season averaging .343 at the dish for your Medford Rogues. Right against right, Travis Finney over at first base. Velo holding the runner at first. Wind blowing softly into the ballpark on this Friday evening. 1-0 pitch, fastball elevated, ball 2. Ryan Severns has had his moments. Most of his highlight plays have been at short, but he's been able to swing the bat pretty well so far in this 2025 campaign. 2-0 pitch, fastball, lasered foul to that right side, strike one. 2 balls and a strike in the bottom half of inning number one. Infield playing deep for Stockton, except for the first baseman of Velo. He's holding the runner, Travis Finney at first base. He's dancing around over there. 2-1 pitch, fastball misses. Upstairs, ball 3. You can definitely tell Cruz Herrera is a guy that relies on that fastball. Just trying to pinpoint that zone now. Ryan Severns ahead, 3 balls and a strike. I know his family is listening back home in Southern California. 3-1 pitch, runner goes. The throw over to second base by Hendricks, and the tag is not going to be applied in time. Travis Finney's able to swipe second base, and the Rogues get their first stolen base of the weekend. Good play there, and a good job by Travis Finney to eliminate the double play in the bottom half of inning number one. So the count runs full 3-2 in the bottom half of inning number one. 1 on, no outs. 1-0 Stockton leading game one of this 3-game series. 3-2 pitch, and Ryan fouls it off to that right side. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number one. Stockton 1, Medford 0. Glacier blue skies overhead. Clouds painting the area. It's a perfect evening for baseball. Good crowd on hand for the second to last fireworks show of the season. The payoff pitch, fastball misses outside ball 4, and Ryan Severns is able to work a walk. That puts runners at first and second now, so a 2 on and no outs in the bottom half of inning number one. It is Johnny Alley ready to go to work now. Last at bat for Johnny Alley. Able to drive in the winning run in Wednesday night's contest against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Cut up the audio from that great play from Johnny earlier today. You can follow me on X to see that great hit. Johnny Alley able to have that huge RBI double that changed the momentum for Medford in Wednesday night's game. 2 on, no outs. Third baseman of Hardcastle playing on the grass at third. Is that first pitch on the way to Johnny? As a fastball finds the outer third, strike one. Now Johnny's family was in attendance this week, even his girlfriend. 2 on, no outs. Bottom half of inning number one. Strike one pitch, fastball, slap foul down that third base side, strike 2, and now Johnny's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Bottom half of inning number one. 2 on, no outs. Infield for Stockton. Playing at double play depth with Blake and Casares at short and second. No balls, 2 strikes. Herrera ready. Travis Finney dancing around at second base, and the 0-2. Fastball misses inside, says home plate umpire Andrew Herbold. Ball 1. So Herrera has had a hit by pitch, has given up a walk. Now Johnny Alley trying to drive in the first run of the evening for your Medford Rogues. 1-0 Stockton out in front, bottom half of inning number one. Finney at second base, Severns at first. 1-2. Fouls it off down that third base side. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number one. Johnny Alley, a .378 hitter in this 2025 campaign. Still behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Herrera ready. And the 1-2. Fastball misses outside, ball 2. The count goes even 2-2 in the bottom half of inning number 1. Kyle Norton waits on deck for Medford. Stockton 1, Medford 0, bottom of 1. Game 1 of this 3-game series. 2-2, fouled off to that left side. And a great at-bat for Johnny Alley. Johnny Alley right now trying to raise the pitch count on the starter, Cruz Herrera, in the bottom half of inning number 1. First baseman Avilo playing off the bag at first base, not holding the runner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch home from Herrera, 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, says Open umpire A.J. Herbold. And Johnny Alley's down on strikes for the first out of the frame.
Georgia Gwinnett College, Kyle Norton.
So with 2 on, 1 out, bottom half inning number 1. Kyle Norton goes to work for his first trip through the order on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. Maybe that defense is backing up the starter, Cruz Herrera, after this first pitch to Kyle Norton. Right now, this Medford squad offensively trying to get themselves out of that 1-run hole. 1-0, Stockton out in front. Herrera throw it over to second base to chase back the runner, Travis Finney. Finney's able to get back to the bag safely standing up. Runners at first and second. Severns at first. Travis Finney at second base. Kyle Norton at the dish now. Ball gets away from the catcher of Hendricks, but Travis Finney is able to get back. Stays over at the bag at second. Was halfway to third, but decided to stay over there. 1 ball and no strikes. Kyle Norton, a .333 batting average this season. Young man from Georgia Gwinnett College. Infield shifting to the left now. Second baseman of Casares playing close to the bag at second. 1-0 pitch, curveball. Misses inside, ball 2. Now that Kyle's family and girlfriend are watching right now on the Rogue Streaming Network back in California. Tall lefty batter trying to keep this offense moving. Runners at first and second. Finney there because of a hit by pitch. A walk worked by Ryan Severns. 2 balls, no strikes. Herrera ready and the pitch. 2-0, bouncing ball up the middle. Charging in is Blake, the shortstop. Top gets it over to Casares for 1, and the throw will not be in time. So that will be the force out at Ryan Severns at second base. And Kyle Norton gets aboard with a fielder's choice, putting runners on the corners. The bottom half inning number 1.
Fielder from Washington State University, Mason Perello.
So 2 on and 2 outs in the bottom half of inning number 1. Behind the dish catching for the Pearls, it is Hendricks. Over at third base is Hardcastle. The shortstop is Blake. Casares is at second base, and Vilo is at first. In the outfield from left to right, it's McCray, Eiton, and Charito. So the right-handed batter runner goes, and Kyle Norton's able to steal second base with a lot of ease. Another stolen base in this inning. The record for stolen bases in a single season in Medford Rogues history is 156. This team might break it. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses. I'm going to say it is going to be on the outside corner, strike 1. Says A.J. Herbold. 1-0 Stockton out in front. 2 on, 2 outs. Medford trying not to leave runners on. Travis Finney over at third base. 1-1. Fastball misses. Outside, ball 2. Mason Perello only averaging 143 at the dish. Has been fun to watch in the outfield so far in his short time in the Medford Rogues uniform, as he's ahead 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 fastball. That is going to be a chopper. Picking it up. Mishandled it is Herrera, and Herrera cannot make the play. RBI single off the bat of Mason Perello, and we are all tied up at 1 apiece in the bottom half of inning number 1. So a great job by Mason Perello, and he's officially, that will be scored as an error, and that will be an E1 scored. So that puts runners on the corners. Same situation as what we saw a little bit ago. 2 on, 2 outs, bottom half inning number 1. 1-1 is our score between Stockton and Medford. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Tomorrow is going to be the splash zone. talk a little bit about that more. Runner goes, a throw over to second base by Hendricks, and the tag is not going to be applied in time. And meanwhile, Kyle Norton's able to cruise across the plate as the Rogues take the lead away in the bottom half of inning number 1, 2-1, Medford out in front. So 2-1 Rogues out in front against the Stockton Pearls. That puts Mason Perello only 180 feet away from scoring. And right now, Chris Ortiz trying to keep this offense moving. First pitch, that 1-0 pitch, I should say. Fastball finds the inside third, strike 1. But a good offense so far. 2 runs on no hits. 1 error so far. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1. Curveball finds that inside corner, strike 2, and Chris Ortiz finds himself behind 1-2. Bottom half of inning number 1. One, 2. Fastball, wave and a miss, strike 3, and Ortiz goes down swinging for the third out. And the inning is over. 2 runs come across the plate on no hits, 1 error committed by Stockton, and 1 left as it is Mason Perello over at second base. We have played 1 in the Rogue Valley. Medford leads by 1, 2-1 against the Stockton Pearls. More from the Rogue Valley right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
2-1 Medford out in front against the Stockton Pearls. We go to the top half of inning number 2 to Harry and David Field. Dylan Finelli goes to work now. First offering on the way. That's a fastball, misses below the knees, and inside ball 1. As it is 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Stockton Pearls. Tyler Williams, followed by Caleb Hendricks and Brandon Torito, I should say. 1-0 pitch from Dylan Finelli. That's fouled off. At the plate, strike 1. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error so far for the Stockton Pearls team. Dylan Finelli giving up a home run to start off the weekend. 1 ball and a strike. Fastball misses outside. Ball 2. Tyler Williams at the dish. Guy who goes to Cal Berkeley. Left-handed batter trying to continue this offense. Medford leading by 1, 2-1 against the Stockton Pearls. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch home. Curveball misses outside of ball 3, says home plate umpire Andrew Herbold. Dylan Finelli's faced adversity before. You got to go back to what happened last week against the Solano Mudcats. You have a couple of runs, 3 balls and a strike, and the pitch. 3-1, fastball, lasers in on the outer third. Williams thought that was ball 4. He has to go back in the box to face a payoff pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 2. 2-1 Medford leading. Went blowing softly in the ballpark. The payoff pitch, curveball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. That sweeper pitch by Dylan Finelli is able to freeze Williams at the dish, and the Finelli finesse gets his first strikeout of the evening. Great pitching from Dylan Finelli. I know his family's listening right now on the Rogue Streaming Network. I know his mom and dad and brother are at the ballpark right now, but I know his grandfather's listening right now, and I bet they're all happy about that pitch. Great pitch there by Dylan Finelli. 1 out, nobody on. Top half inning number 2 is that first pitch on the way. Breaking ball finds it outside corner, strike 1. Caleb Hendricks gets at the dish for his first at-bat of the evening. No balls and a strike. He pops it up in the air. That is going to go center field. Mason Perello will track it down, calling everybody off, and Mason Perello is able to snag that one for out number 2. So Hendricks flies out for the second out of the frame. 2 up and 2 down in the top half of inning number 2. So the right fielder, Brendan Chirito, goes to work now.
Now batting the K-batter, right
Dylan Finelli looking really strong on the hill now. Good presence on the hill, able to bring that sweeper pitch. And our guest in the booth right now on the Rogue Streaming Network, Ryan Granger, eating French fries from the Bullpen Grill. First offering home, fastball misses outside, ball 1. And my first trip ever to Medford with the Fresno A's in 2022, they gave me French fries in the press box, 1-0. Sweeper misses outside, ball 2. And there's something about those French fries. The seasoning, what oil they cooking them in, it is really good stuff. Right now, 2 balls and no strikes in the top half of inning number 2. Finelli behind. Left-handed batter Chirito trying to get aboard. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, ball 3. And now Finelli's still searching, trying to find that zone. Does have 1 strikeout to his credit so far this evening. 2-1 Medford out in front, top of 2, 3-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside, and Brandon Chirito is able to work a 2-out walk to continue the second inning. So Chirito over at first base and 2 outs. It is going to be the second baseman, Caleb Casares, going to work now with 1 on, 2 outs.
Now batting second baseman, Caleb Casares.
So Casares goes to work now. Tie and run at first base. Kyle Norton holding the runner. Infield playing deep for your Medford Rogues. 1-run lead for Medford. Wind blowing softly in the ballpark. First offering on the way. Sweeper finds Zipper, third strike 1. And that's been his dominant pitch so far this season. Dylan Finelli has been able to rely on that sweeper, and that's been the fun part to watch when he's on the hill. Not when he's dancing to YMCA. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Instead, the throw over to first base, rather. Try to get the runner Chirito out, but Kyle Norton applies the tag late. But Dylan Finelli dances pretty well to YMCA. The dance master himself, or the Finelli finesse. Strike 1 pitch, fastball. That's going to be a slow knuckler, and that will be fouled off on the left side of the infield. Actually, A.J. Herbold said it was fouled off. The ball got all the way into the grass. Jordan Marion and Ryan Severance having a chuckle about that. We go back to work. Actually, that would be strike 2, rather. No balls and 2 strikes in the top half inning number 2. Casares at the dish. Young man from Mid-American University. A lot of JUCO guys on the Stockton Pearls roster. A lot of guys from Delta Junior College, Butte College, Modesto JC. UC Riverside's in this roster, as well as Stanislaus State and Turlock. No balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch. 0-2, ground ball, slow roller towards second, picked up by Travis Finney. The throw over to first, and the throw is accurate for out number 3, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors committed by Medford, and 1 left as it is. 2-out base runner, Braden Chirito, left on at first base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2 right after this. Medford 2, Stockton 1, Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Trevor Smith leads off the bottom half of inning number 2 at Harry and David Field in his Medford Rogues debut as Cruz Herrera still on the hill pitching for his second inning of work. First pitch fastball misses down and out, ball 1. As it is, the bottom of the order due up for Medford are Trevor Smith, followed by Troy Osborne and Jordan Marion. Trevor Smith, the young man from El Cajon, California. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses down and in, ball 2. El Cajon, California in the San Diego area. Trevor Smith, the future Cougar of Washington State, getting his first at-bat in the Medford Rogues uniform. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball at the knees, ball 3. And now Trevor Smith trying to get aboard for his first at-bat in the Medford Rogues uniform. I know his family in San Diego is watching right now in the San Diego area. His brother played for the Rogues a couple years back. He averaged over 400 at the plate. 3-0 pitch. Fastball finds the outer third, strike 1. Good location by Cruz Herrera. Cruz Herrera, 2 strikeouts so far in his outing for the Stockton Pearls. Infield playing deep for the Powder Blue Pearls. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball right side, right to the first baseman of Velo. Underhand throw over to the pitcher of Herrera, and he's able to get Smith out for the first out of the inning. So it is 3-1 on the ground out. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom half inning number 2 as Troy Osborne goes to work now for his first at-bat. 2-1 Medford out in front against Stockton. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Troy Osborne ready to go to work. Was previously in the transfer portal, but has now found his home. Talk about that after this pitch. Wind blowing strongly in the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. 2-1 the first offering on the way. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Medford 2, Stockton 1. Game 1 of this 3-game series. Wind blowing into right field. Strike 1 pitch, curveball, misses up and in, ball 1. Troy made his announcement on social media today. Now he's going to go to the University of Portland. 1's a wild. Fastball, fouls it off. Strike 2. Troy Osborne in the DH role, has been in the outfield this season, has behind the dish, catching as well, the utility guy. Probably the overall theme of this team right now, our overall characteristics have been utility guys. 1-2 pitch as he fouls it off on that first base side. In the general admission seating. We'll do it again, still 1 ball and 2 strikes in the bottom of 2. 1 out, bases empty, 2-1 in Medford out in front. 2 runs on no hits. No errors. Herrera sets and the righties 1-2. Fastball misses outside. The check swing, and he did go around on it, says the first base umpire Brendan Dollarhide. So Osborne will go back to the dugout. 3rd strikeout for Cruz Herrera tonight on the hill pitching for the Pearls.
Santa Barbara, Jordan Marion.
So 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 2. As it is, Jordan Marion ready to go to work down. The future Gaucho of UC Santa Barbara. Trying to keep this offense moving. The Rogues lead by 1, 2-1 against Stockton. Bottom half of inning number 2. Wind blowing softly into the ballpark. Into right field. First offer on the way. Bouncer foul down that third base side, strike 1. Jordan Marion this season averaging .438 at the dish. The future Gaucho of UC Santa Barbara has been seeing the ball well and also has been playing some really good job. He's playing well in the infield. That's going to be a bouncing ball right side. Charging in is the second baseman Casares. And the throw will be in time for out number 3. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left stranded as it is a 1-2-3 inning for the starter of Cruz Herrera. We have played 2 in the Rogue Valley. Medford leading by 1, 2-1 against Stockton. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
High school sports,
or college, know your role.
you can be a player,
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
Know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Medford 2, Stockton 1 for the top half of inning number 3 at Harry and David Field. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. And that first pitch on the way, fouled off down that out of play on that left side from Houston McCray. 9-1-2 due up for the Stockton Pearls of McCray, followed by Blake and Eiton. Dylan Finelli begins his third inning of work. Ahead, no balls and a strike, and the pitch home from Dylan. Strike one pitch, misses downstairs, ball one. If you're watching the broadcast right now on the Rogue Streaming Network, the sun is being blocked by a cloud. It was sunny and bright. Now with the cloud blocking the sun, everything's a little bit shaded at the ballpark. 1-1. Sweeper cut on, missed, strike two. Now Dylan Finelli finds himself ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 3. McCray out of Sacramento City College. 1-2 pitch. Sweeper misses down and in, ball 2. The count goes even, 2 balls and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 3. Infield playing deep for your Medford Rogues on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. Wind blowing into right field. Finelli sets, and the 2-2 home. Ground ball right side. Kyle Norton will pick it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1. So 3 unassisted for the first out of the frame as we go back to the top of the order with Bo Blake. Bo Blake able to get the lone run on the scoreboard for the Stockton Pearls in his first at-bat. The top half inning number 1. Able to send an 0-2 fastball over the wall and left. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error so far for the Stockton Pearls. Top half of inning number 3, 2-1 Medford leading. First offering on the way, curveball misses upstairs, ball 1. Bo Blake 1 for 1 so far, homer in the first. And since then, after that at-bat, 1-0. Fastball gets away from the catcher of Ortiz, ball 2. Dylan Finelli's been able to have 7 straight retirements. Two balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball, left side. That's going to escape into left field, and Bo Blake gets aboard of his second hit of the evening. Had a home run earlier, now has a 1-out base knock in the top half of inning number 3. So Blake gets aboard of a 1-out base knock. So Thomas Eiton goes to work now with 1 on and 1 out. Top half of inning number 3. And Ryan Severs and Travis Finney probably thinking about turning a double play. 2-1 Medford out in front. Top half of inning number 3. Game 1 of this 3-game series between Stockton and Medford. Dylan Finelli waits, and the first pitch home. Sweeper locates on the outside corner, strike 1. Strike 1 pitch, fastball misses up and in, ball 1. Thomas Eiton 0 for 1 so far this evening. One's a wild in the top half of inning number 3. Finelli waiting. Runner at first base, that is Blake. Throw to first, and the throw will not be in time. Chase back the runner of Blake. Blake able to get back to the bag sliding. 2-1 Medford, top of 3. 1-1. Ground ball, right side, picked up by Travis Finney. He mishandles it, and he can't get the throw over to first base. So Thomas Eiton will reach on an error, so that will be officially an E4 scored in the book. So that puts runners at first and second now. And we talked about that earlier about how you definitely know the middle infielders of Ryan Severs and Travis Finney are thinking about turning that double play. I could not do it now, but hey, you know what? You can still have an opportunity to do that now. Is Chris Ortiz comes in and has a conversation with the starting pitcher of it, Dylan Finelli. This pause in the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and at Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Actually, I stopped by Figaro's today in Phoenix. Shout out to Amanda. Really good sandwich. The chicken ranch sandwich, really good stuff with the onions and the lettuce and the tomatoes. Really good lunch today in Phoenix. 2 on, 1 out. Top half of inning number 3. 2-1 Medford out in front. First pitch on the way. Curve ball, bouncer foul down that third base side. Strike one. Dax Hardcastle, the third baseman, 0 for 1 so far this evening. 2-1 Medford out in front. Hardcastle going to Mississippi State. Blake at second, Eitenton at first base. Infield playing deep for your Medford Rogues. No balls and a strike from Dylan Finelli. Fastball misses outside. The throw over to second base by Chris Ortiz, and the tag is going to be applied in late. So Blake had to scurry over to second base to try to get back. He's able to get back in time. 1 ball and 1 strike in the top half of inning number 3. 2-1 Medford out in front. Been a very interesting one so far. Stockton threatening to strike in the top half of inning number 3. 1-1. Sweeper misses outside of ball 2. Caleb Velo waits on deck. Dylan Finelli had 7 straight retirements. Since then, a base hit and an error. Dylan Finelli had this same situation we saw on Saturday against Solano. 2-1. Fastball misses downstairs, ball 3. Now Dylan Finelli trying to find his way on the hill, trying to locate that strike zone. And Dylan Finelli's a guy that doesn't get really much rattled. 2 on, 1 out. Top half of inning number 3. 2-1 at Medford out in front against Stockton. 3-1 pitch, high and tight, ball 4. And Dax Hardcastle's able to work a 1-out walk, and that will load the bases in the top half of inning number 3. So a single, an error, and now a walk will bring out the pitching coach for your Medford Rogues of Coach Pat. Let's pause the action, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Lincoln's taking on Humboldt tonight at the Arcata Ballpark. That's a big game because the Potters and the Rogues tied for second place with a record of 4-2. As it is in the top half of inning number 7, Solano tied up with the Bay Area Marauders. As it is, the Healdsburg Prune Packers taking on our good friends, the Athletic Edge Express. It is the Prune Packers out in front, 6-0 against the Athletic Edge. And look at this, folks. Lincoln out in front, 1-0 against the Humboldt Crabs. Early going at the Arcata Ballpark, bottom half of inning number 1 in Northern California. Back here at Harry and David Field, bases loaded for the Stockton Pearls in the top half of inning number 3, 1 out. Dylan Finelli facing some adversity.
Now batting the first baseman, Caleb Velo.
As Caleb Velo goes to work now for his second at-bat through the order. The out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. So a single, an error, and a walk now. Dylan Finelli sets in the first offering home. That's hit in the air. Line drive into left center field. One runs in, rounding third, speeding towards home as Eiton, and the throw will not be in time. So a 2-run RBI single off the bat of Caleb Velo brings Stockton ahead by 1, 3-2 in the top half of inning number 3. So a huge 2-run RBI single off the bat of Velo. Brings up the DH man, Tyler Williams. So 2 on and 1 out, top half of inning number 3. First offering to home from Dylan Finelli as he checks on the runner of Dax Hardcastle at second base. First offer on the way, ground ball right side. Travis Finney will pick it up over the right side. Ryan Severns gets over to second base, and then for 2, a 4-6-3 double play. And the Rogues able to minimize the damage. Only 2 runs able to come across the plate. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error committed by Medford. And 2 left on as it is Hardcastle at second and Velo at first base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 3 right after this. Stockton leads by 1, 3-2. Can Medford get themselves back in the lead? We shall see. Travis Finney, Ryan Severns, and Johnny Alley will sure try. 3-2, Stockton out in front. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and at Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Bottom half of inning number 3 we go at Harry and David Field. Stockton 3, Medford 2. As it is 1, 2, and 3 due up for your Medford Rogues with Travis Finney, followed by Ryan Severns and Johnny Alley. Rogues right now offensively 2 runs on no hits and 1 error committed. Rogues able to score for 2 runs in the bottom half of inning number 1. Travis Finney gets his second at-bat on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. Medford right now trailing by 1, 3-2 against the Stockton Pearls. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. First offered on the way. Curveball misses high and in. Ball 1 as it is Cruz Herrera on the hill pitching, I should say. Herrera so far this evening, 3 strikeouts. He's had a good fastball, good off speed to work with. The righty's 1-0. Fastball escapes out of the mid of the catcher of Hendricks, ball 2. Travis Finney hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Able to cash that in for a run. Stockton 3, Medford 2, bottom half of inning number 3, game 1 of the series. 2-0 pitch, misses down and out, ball 3. And Cruz Herrera's had a little bit of trouble with the control on the hill pitching. When he's able to find that fastball, it has been electric. Travis Finney ahead 3 balls and no strikes in the bottom half of inning number 3. Fastball right down the boulevard, strike 1. And the at-bat continues in the bottom half of the 3rd. Travis Finney back in the lineup this week after being on the IR for the last couple of weeks. 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, ball 4, and Travis Finney is able to work a leadoff walk to begin the bottom half of inning number 3.
Now batting the shortstop, Ryan Severns.
With 1 on and no outs in the bottom half of inning number 3, it is going to be, as it is, Ryan Severns ready to go to work now. Able to work a walk himself, but tagged out at second base. As he goes to work now, the right-handed batter. I know his family's listening back home in SoCal. Runner goes, first pitch, the throw over to second base by Hendricks, and the tag is not going to be in time. Another stolen base for Travis Finney this evening, and the Rogues able to eliminate the double play ball in the bottom half of inning number 3. Travis Finney only 180 feet away from scoring in the bottom half of the 3rd. So that first pitch to Ryan Severns was a strike. No balls and a strike, bottom of 3. 3-2 Stockton out in front, wind blowing softly in the ballpark, 5 to 10 miles per hour. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, finds that inside corner, strike two. Nastiness by Cruz Herrera so far. Now Ryan Severance finds himself behind, no balls and 2 strikes in the bottom of 3. And the 0-2. Fastball flared out on that first base side, and that ball will land on the grass berm. And now the herd of kids will try to track down that foul ball, and who will get the ball? And the kid in a gray t-shirt. Actually, they couldn't get the ball because it slipped away in the fence. No balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 3. Travis Finney over at second base, no outs. Herrera ready, checks on Finney at second base, and the 0-2. The line drive over the head of the shortstop Blake, rounding third, racing towards home is Travis Finney, and he's going to score standing up, and the tag at second base is not, it will be in time actually, so that will be an RBI for Ryan Severance, but he'll be tagged out at second base. Good speed by Severance, but also a great job to drive in Travis Finney, as we are all tied up at 3 apiece in the bottom half of inning number 3. So a huge hit off the bat of Ryan Severance. Makes it a 3-3 game in the bottom half of the third. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch fastball above the knees, ball 1. Johnny Alley at the dish, 0 for 1 so far. So Severance will be credited with the RBI, but he'll be tagged out at second base. Good relay throw though. 1-0 pitch, ground ball right side, tracking it down. It is Casares, charging in. The throw over to first, and the throw will be in time for out number 2. 4-3 on the ground out for the second out of the frame. Nobody on and 2 outs. Bottom of 3, all tied up at 3 between Stockton and Medford. Game 1 of this 3-game series as Kyle Norton goes to work now. 0 for 1 so far this evening. Able to reach on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Tall left-handed batter goes to work now. Base is empty, 2 outs. Bottom half of inning number 3, wind blowing into left field. And this Medford squad offensively, 3 runs on 1 hit so far. Ground ball fouled off down that third base side, strike 1. So that will be officially scored as a hit off the bat of Ryan Severance. Blowing softly in the ballpark, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tall lefty of Kyle Norton able to reach on the fielder's choice. 1-0, chopper foul down that first base side. Strike 2. And right now this is a Medford squad looking to keep the pedal to the metal offensively. 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 error so far. It's been the walks and also the speed of the base paths of stealing bases. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that pitch is upstairs, ball 1. It's actually 1 ball and 2 strikes now, actually. Scoreboard reads 2 balls and a strike. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, says home plate umpire Andrew Herbold. Left-handed batter of Kyle Norton trying to keep this offense moving in the bottom half of inning number 3. 2-1 pitch, fastball misses down and out. Ball 2 now. Andrew Herbold waving to the press box, saying it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces wild in the bottom half of inning number 3. Stockton 3, Medford 3. Wind blowing softly in the ballpark in the bottom half of inning number 3. 2-2. Kyle Norton spoils it foul down that left field line. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stockton 3, Medford 3. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Just a great crowd on hand for the second to last fireworks show. Kyle Norton trying to provide some fireworks in the bottom half of inning number 3. Deuces wild and the pitch. 2-2 fastball away for the miss, strike 3, and Kyle Norton goes down swinging. But the Rogues are able to tie up the game. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors committed and nobody left as we go to the 4th right after this. Stockton 3, Medford 3. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
We are all tied up at 3 apiece as we go to the top half, inning number 4 at Harry and David Field. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Friday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball, as Dylan Finelli begins his 4th inning on the hill. As it is 6-7-8-2 up in the Pearls lineup of Caleb Hendricks, followed by Brian Torito and Caleb Casares. Hendricks 0 for 1 so far this evening. Dylan Finelli, 3 runs on 3 hits so far on this Friday evening, has faced some adversity, able to get out of the 3rd inning with a 4-6-3 double play. First pitch swinging by Hendricks, going back is going to be Johnny Alley. That ball is going to hit the wall. Rounding first, speeding towards second is Hendricks, and Hendricks is going to probably dig for 3, but he's going to drop the tail hook at second base, as it is a leadoff stand-up double for Caleb Hendricks in the top half, inning number 4.
Now batting the K-batter, right fielder Braden Chiarito.
Braden Chiarito goes to work now for his 2nd at-bat through the order. Top half inning number 4, all tied up at 3 between Stockton and Medford. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Just a perfect evening for baseball. We were talking about that cloud blocking the sun. Now the sun is fully bright. Dylan Finelli trying to get that first out. First pitch on the way, off speed, and that is going to be a check swing. And the third base umpire, Dan Conklin, said he did not go around on it, ball 1. Dylan Finelli's had a very intense time on the hill so far. First at bat he saw. Solo home run from Bo Blake. 4 hits so far. Finelli going into this game with an ERA of 1.08. 1-0 pitch of a sweeper on the inside corner. Locates for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike in the top half, inning number 4. All tied up at 3 between Stockton and Medford. And right now, Dylan Finelli trying to get out of this jam. Leadoff man to Caleb Hendricks at second base. 1-1. Sweeper misses down and out, ball 2. The Rogues infield shifting to the right. Travis Finney on the lip in right center. Jordan Marion playing off the bag at third. Ryan Severance close to the bag at second. Kyle Norton playing way off the bag at first. Dylan Finelli checks on the runner of Hendricks at second base. And the 2-1. Ground ball right side as it is going to be picked up by Kyle Norton. Norton's going to speed to the bag himself. He's able to tap on the bag for out. They're going to say, was he safe or was he out? They're going to say he was out. So Chiarito will be forced out. 3 unassisted for the first out of the frame as Caleb Casares goes to work now. Go ahead a run only 90 feet away from scoring in the top half, inning number 4. All tied up at 3 between Stockton and Medford. Casares 0 for 1 so far this evening, as it is a right against right in the top half, inning number 4. First offering on the way. Curveball misses inside of ball 1. Casares from Mid-American University, the right-handed batter, trying to keep this offense moving for the Stockton Pearls. Pearls able to score once in the first, twice in the third. 1-0, fastball blows right past Casares for strike 1. And there's that rare fastball from Dylan Finelli. He does not use it a lot, but when he uses it, has a lot of force on the hill. Now the ones are wild in the top half of inning number 4. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chopper fouled down that third base side, strike 2. Casares 0 for 1 so far, grounded out in the second. The second baseman, Travis Finney. Now Casares finds himself behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes, wind blowing strongly in the ballpark, and the 1-2 home. Fastball, and that is going to scream over our heads. So we'll do it again, still 1-2 in the top half of inning number 4. All tied up at 3 between Stockton and Medford. Blowing strongly in the ballpark on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. All tied up at 3, the 1-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Great pitch by Dylan Finelli, the Finelli finesse on the hill, as Dylan's able to record his second strikeout this evening. That's a very important strikeout there for Mr. Dylan Finelli. So if 1 on and 2 outs in the top half of inning number 4, Houston McCray goes to work now, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Stockton only 90 feet away from scoring. First offering on the way. Sweeper misses. Upstairs, ball 1. McCray grounded out to the first baseman, Kyle Norton, to begin the 3rd inning. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Squares for a bunt, gets it down that third base side. Dylan Finelli picking up the throw over to first, and the throw is not going to be in time, and a run will score. So a 2-out bunt off the bat of McCray pushes Stockton ahead in the lead 4-3 in game 1 of the series. So a RBI bunt single off the bat of McCray. We go back to the top of the order with the guy who's been able to have a lot of great stuff at the plate against Dylan Finelli. 2 for 2 so far. Bo Blake goes to work now, 4-3. Stockton out in front. That was a tough play there. Guy able to catch everybody napping in the infield. 4-3, Stockton out in front. Top half of inning number 4. Excuse me, first pitch instead thrown over to first base, try to chase back the runner of McCray. McCray able to get back to the bag safely. First pitch, runner goes, ground ball left side, picked up by Ryan Severance. A short to throw over to first in time for out number 3. 1 run comes across the plate on 2 hits. No errors committed by Medford. And 1 left stranded, as it is Houston McCray over at first base. Go to the bottom half of inning number 4 right after this. Stockton with the lead as they lead by 1, 4-3 against your Medford Rogues. Can the Rogues get themselves back in the lead? Mason Perello, Chris Ortiz, and Trevor Smith will try to do that. More from the Rogue Valley right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at MedfordRogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at Figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, MedfordRogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at RogueRegencyInn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Mason Perello leads off the bottom half of inning number 4. Stockton 4, Medford 3, game 1 of this 3-game series. First pitch on the way as he gets a piece of it foul down that third base side, strike 1. as it is 5, 6, and 7 due up for this Medford Rogue squad. Mason Perello, followed by Chris Ortiz and Trevor Smith, as Cruz Herrera stays on the hill for the Stockton Pearls. 3 innings of work. Is that strike one pitch, looping curveball, misses, high and tight, ball 1. Herrera so far this evening, 4 strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs and only 1 hit. Good fastball and a good curveball so far this evening. 1 ball and a strike. Fastball misses, outside ball 2. Mason Perello able to get aboard with an error. In the bottom half of inning number 1 was left stranded over at second base. 2-1, line drive, and that's going to go into right center, getting past the diving Casares, and Mason Perello gets aboard with a leadoff base knock to begin the bottom half of inning number 4. Great hitting by the future Cougar of Washington State. 1 on, no outs, bottom half of inning number 4. As Chris Ortiz goes to work now, Medford trailing by 1, 4-3 against Stockton in game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Chris Ortiz 0 for 1 so far this evening, 1 on, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 4, Mason Perello over at first base. The first baseman, Avelo, holding the runner. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses down, ball 1. Chris Ortiz 0 for 1 so far this evening. Struck out to close out the bottom half of inning number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Ortiz fouls it off. Strike 1. Ortiz this season averaging .302 at the dish for your Medford Rogues. Ortiz trying to make this a productive at-bat. 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom half of inning number 4. 4-3 Stockton out in front. Throw over to first base. Chase back the runner, Mason Perello. The tags applied late by the first baseman, Avelo. Still 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom half of inning number 4. One ball, 1 strike. Fastball, chopper left side, right side, I should say. Tosses it over as the short Blake gets it over to first base, and that throw will be in time. Casares got it over to Blake, so that is a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom half of inning number 4. And now it is Trevor Smith ready to go to work now. 0 for 1 so far this evening in his Medford Rogues debut. The young man from Southern California. Smith, who grew up in El Cajon, California, goes to work down the left-handed batter, trying to continue this frame. This has been a very interesting matchup so far. As that first pitch on the way, fastball, high and tight, ball 1. We talked about this a little bit ago during Trevor's first at-bat. His brother was actually a Medford Rogues way back in the day. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball cued, and that will sail foul. Left of the line, down that left field line, strike 1. His brother averaged .415 at the dish in a Medford Rogues uniform, the 2021 season. Wind blowing strongly in the left field, 1-1. Fastball misses down and in below the knees, ball 2. Trevor Smith, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Had a ground out, 3-1 officially in the scorebook. Young man who was playing in Petco Park a few days ago in an all-star game in San Diego County. 2 balls and a strike. Curveball waves at that one, strike 2, got a piece of it as well. And now deuces are wild in the bottom half of inning number 4, 4-3. Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues, game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. And right now, this is a very big at-bat for the young Trevor Smith, the future Cougar of Washington State, trying to keep this offense moving. The bottom half of inning number 4. 4-3 is our score. Stockton out in front. The new kids on the block in Summer Collegiate Baseball leading by 1 against Medford. 2-2. Trevor Smith files it off. We'll do it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 4. And right now, this is a huge at-bat for Trevor. Troy Osborne waits on deck, followed by Jordan Marion. Left-handed batter Trevor goes back to work once again. 4-3 Stockton out in front. Deuces wild. Bottom half of inning number 4. 2-2 ground ball pulled to the left side. Charging in is Blake, the shortstop. The throw over to first, and the throw is going to be in time for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. Stockton still leads by 1, 4-3 against your Medford Rogues. We played 4 in the Rogue Valley. Go to the top half of inning number 5 right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
High school sports,
or college, know your role.
you can be a player,
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to.
Know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Medford 3 as we go to the top half of inning number 5 at Harry and David Field. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network as that first pitch on the way to the center fielder Thomas Eiton is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1, as it is 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Pearls of Eiton, followed by Hardcastle and Velo. That's hit in the air, and that ball is going to drop down for a hit into left field. So Eiton gets aboard with a leadoff base knock to begin the top half of inning number 5 at Harry and David Field. And this has been a very interesting outing so far for Dylan Finelli. 4 runs on 6 hits so far. And there is some activity in that Medford Rogues bullpen. So Dax Hardcastle goes to work now. 0 for 1 so far off a walk this evening. Wind blowing into the ballpark, and the first offering home hits it in the air. That's a deep shot, deep left field. All Trevor Smith can do is watch that one leave the yard. Second home run of the evening for the Stockton Pearls, and it's a 2-run jack off the bat of the Bulldog from Mississippi State, Dax Hardcastle. Wow. Bo Blake went yard. Now Dax Hardcastle goes yard. And make it a 3-run lead for Stockton in the top half of inning number 5.
First baseman Caleb Velo.
So Caleb Velo goes to work now with, actually Andrew Herbal will have a conversation with the head coach, Mike Gerlach. And now we go back to work once again in the top half of inning number 5. Dylan Finelli trying to nurse this inning home. 6-3 Stockton out in front. 2 runs on 2 hits so far. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and out. Ball 1. Velo 1 for 2 so far. 2-run RBI in the third. Grounded out to short in the first. The 1-0. Fastball misses down and out. Ball 2. And one of the newest kids in the Summer Collegiate Baseball block of the Stockton Pearls lead by 6-3 against Medford. Is the Pearls squad able to see the ball well so far? 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error so far this evening. 2-0 pitch from Dylan. Fastball misses downstairs, ball 3. Dylan Finelli so far this evening, only 2 strikeouts. Dylan usually the Thursday night starter. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Fastball finds the upper third, strike one. Good location to keep the at-bat going for Dylan Finelli. 6-3 Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Top half of inning number 5, game 1 of this 3-game series. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1, line drive into right field. Johnny Alley going to his left, and he's able to make the grab for out number 1. Great play by Johnny Alley for the first out of the frame. So Velo flies out for the first out as Tyler Williams goes to work now. Nobody on, 1 out, top half of inning number 5. 6-3, Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Dylan Finelli giving up a home run in the first and now a home run in the 5th. First offering on the way. Sweeper locates on the outside third, strike 1. Williams 0 for 2 so far this evening. Behind no balls and a strike. 0-1 pitch, fastball misses up and out, ball 1. And it's been a very interesting evening so far for Dylan Finelli on the hill. 1's a wild. And he hits the batter of Tyler Williams. So Tyler Williams gets aboard with a 1-out hit by pitch in the top half inning number 5. So that is the first hit by batter for Dylan Finelli so far this evening as head coach Kevin Olmstead steps out of the dugout. And that will usher a whole infield conversation in the top half of inning number 5. This pause the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. As it is Lincoln taking on the Humboldt Crabs this evening, as it is Solano out in front, 7-6 against the Bay Area Marauders in the bottom half of inning number 8. Healdsburg leads by a touchdown, 7-0 against the Athletic Edge Express. And at the Arcata Ballpark, it is Humboldt out in front, 3-1 against the Lincoln Potters in the bottom half of inning number 3 in Northern California. The out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. 1 on, 1 out. Top half of inning number 5. 3-run lead for the Stockton Pearls. 6-3 Pearls leading out of the BACL. First offering on the way. Fastball misses outside ball 1. There is some activity in that bullpen for your Medford Rogues. Dylan Finelli not having the start he is envisioned and not his normal stuff on the hill. 1-0. Sweeper locates on the outside corner. Good location. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike in the top half of inning number 5. Dylan Finelli giving up that leadoff home run in the top half of the first, and also that 2-run jack off the bat of Dak Hardcastle. 1's a wild. Line drive foul down that third base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 5. This is going to be a very interesting inning. Can Dylan Finelli pull a Finelli finesse? Kyle Norton holding the runner of Tyler Williams at first base. Top half of the 5th. 6-3 is our score. 1-2 pitch. Wave and a miss, and they got a piece of it. So we'll do it again. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top half of the 5th. 6-3 is our score. Stockton out in front against Medford. Wind's blowing pretty strongly into the ballpark now. Stockton 6, Medford 3. Throw over to first base, try to get the runner out of Williams. And Williams able to get back to the bag safely. Just a great evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Not so great on the scoreboard. 6-3, Stockton out in front. 1-2 pitch, that's hit well deep. Left center field. That ball is going to drop down in between Smith and Perello. And the throw over to third base, and the tag is going to be in time. Great play there on the relay throw by the outfielder of Trevor Smith. So Tyler Williams will be tagged out at third base, so that will be officially a single off the bat of the catcher Caleb Hendricks. So 2 outs and 1 on in the top half of inning number 5. It is going to be the right footer of Brandon Chirito going to work now. And now Dylan Finelli's evening is complete. New pitcher will tell you who he is when we come right back after this. 6-3 Stockton out in front. Top half of inning number 5, Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Janik takes over the reins for your Medford Rogues in relief of the starter Dylan Fidelli, and this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Dylan Fidelli able to go 4 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 error, 2 walks, and able to strike out 2 Pearls batters. 6-3 is our score in Medford in the Rogue Valley, top half of inning number 5. And right now, this is a very interesting outing right now. Dylan Fidelli having an uncharacteristic start. So Sam Janik trying to cool down the hot bats of the Stockton Pearls. 6 runs, 8 hits for the Pearls out of the BACL on this second to last fireworks night in the Rogue Valley. As it is 1 on and 2 outs. Top half of inning number 5 is the right fielder. So Chirito goes to work now. Braden Chirito 0 for 1 so far off a walk this evening. Top half of inning number 5, 6-3 Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Sam Janik goes right into the fire now. They are going to say that is going to be a double off the bat of Hendricks. First offering home. Good curveball. It locates on the inside of corner, strike 1. Sam Janik's numbers this season, earned run average of 3.37. 8 games he's been a part of. 10 2/3 innings pitched. Does have 12 strikeouts to his name. The strike 1 pitch home, fastball, and that is going to be missing downstairs, ball 1. No appeal to the third base umpire of Dan Conklin. 1 ball and 1 strike in the top half of inning number 5. Janik checks on the runner of Caleb Hendricks at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Janik waiting, checks on him again, and the 1-1. Fastball misses outside of ball 2. Dylan Fidelli, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 error, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Dylan Fidelli's earned run average will be a little bit inflated, but Dylan Fidelli able to put out some fires during his outing. 2 balls and a strike. Curveball finds the middle third, strike 2, and the count goes even 2-2 in the top half of inning number 5. Chirito able to work a walk in the second, left stranded over at first base. Grounded out to the first baseman of Kyle Norton. Deuces wild, top 5, 2-2. Fastball misses down and in below the knees. Ball 3, and the count runs full 3-2. The top half of inning number 5, 6-3 Stockton out in front against Medford. Game 1 of this 3-game series. A very good crowd on hand at Harry and David Field for this one. Sam Janik trying to pull the rabbit out of the hat, the sneak out of the inning. 6-3 Stockton. 2 runs so far scored in this frame. And the payoff. Off speed, misses outside, says home plate umpire A.J. Herbold. And Chirito's able to work a 2-out walk, putting runners at first and second. And that pitch was right on the money. If we had TrackMan, who knows what might happen. So Caleb Casares goes to work now for his 3rd at-bat through the order. 0 for 2 so far this evening. 6-3 Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Game 1 of this 3-game series. First offering home from Sam Janik. Looping curveball misses inside of ball 1. Casares 0 for 2 so far this evening with a strikeout and a ground out. He's still trying to get a hit. 2 on, 2 outs, top of 5, and the 1-0. Fastball, bouncer up the middle. Ryan Severns will pick it up, and he's going to step on the bag at second base to force out Torito, and the inning is over. As it is 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors committed by Medford, and 2 left stranded, as it is Caleb Hendricks and Braden Torito. Actually, my apologies. That is Brandon Torito and Caleb Hendricks at left on the top half of inning number 5. Go to the bottom half of the 5th. Right after this, Medford trailing by 3, 6-3 against the Stockton Pearls. More from the Rogue Valley right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Troy Osborne, first pitch swinging. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle into center field. First pitch swinging for Troy Osborne as he gets aboard of a leadoff single to begin the bottom half of inning number 5. 6-3 Stockton out in front. Medford trailing by 3. And Troy Osborne picks up his first hit of the evening. He's 1 for 2 so far. As Jordan Marion goes to work now for his second at-bat through the order, 0 for 1 so far. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Friday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. Stockton able to tack 2 runs in the top half of inning number 5. Cruz Herrera on the hill pitching. He's been pitching really well so far. First pitch, ground ball to the right side of the infield. Picking it up as the first baseman Velo. Throw over to second base. Blake over to first, and the throw is going to not be in time. So Jordan Marion able to reach on a fielder's choice. Osborne forced out at second base. So 1 out and 1 on in the bottom half of inning number 5. We go back to the top of the order of Travis Finney. Travis Finney so far this evening, a hit by pitch and a walk. Has not made contact with a hit yet. Travis Finney trying to provide some offense in the bottom half of the 5th. 6-3 Stockton leading against your Medford Rogues. Game 1 of this 3-game series. And right now the throw over to first base, try to get Jordan Marion out. Velo has to go in front of the bag to track that one down. Still waiting that first pitch to Travis Finney. First offering home, fastball, cued foul to that right side, strike 1. Medford able to take the lead in the bottom half of inning number 1 after trailing 1-0. Medford able to tack 2 runs in the bottom half of the 1st. Then Stockton able to put 2 runs on the board in the 3rd. In the bottom half of that frame, 1 run came across the plate, and then that is fouled off to that right side out of play, strike 2. 1 run in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th for Stockton, as it is a 6-3 lead for the Stockton Pearls. If you're a baseball fan, you might know the Stockton Ports, low-A affiliate of the Athletics, part of the California League. 6-3 Stockton out in front, bottom of 5. Travis Finney trying to get aboard behind 0-2. And the 0-2. Looping curveball, bouncer foul down that first base side. He'll do it again. Still no balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 5. A great crowd on hand at Harry and David Field for the second to last fireworks show of the season. Right now, Medford trying to get some fireworks going in this inning. 1 on, 1 out. Finney will pop it up into right center field, tracking it down to second baseman to Casares, and Casares is able to glove it for out number 2. So Finney pops out for the second out of the frame, as it is Ryan Severns going to work now. 1 on, 2 out, 6-3 Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Game 1 of this 3-game series. Stockton out of the BACL, one of the newest teams in summer collegiate baseball, leading by 3 against Medford. And it's been very interesting to watch Cruz Herrera, a guy who is not committed for a school yet, pitching pretty well so far this evening. Good fastball, good off speed. Ryan Severns goes to work now. Able to drive in the 3rd run of the game for your Medford Rogues. First pitch, fastball, a throw over to first base by the catcher of Hendricks is going to be not in time, strike 1. Severns so far this evening able to work a walk in the first, was tagged out at second base. Had a great double, but he was tagged out at second base trying to get there to the second base bag. No balls and a strike. Severns hits it in the air, right center field. That ball is going to drop down for a hit into right center, and speeding towards third base, it is Jordan Marion. That puts runners on the corners. A 2-out base knock off the bat of Ryan Severns. Puts 2 on and 2 out in the bottom half of inning number 5. Now Johnny Alley goes to work now. He signifies as the tying run. 2 on, 2 outs, bottom half of inning number 5. This is a big opportunity right now for Johnny Alley. Wind blowing strongly into left field. Jordan Marion over at third base. Ryan Severns at first. Infield playing deep. First baseman Avilo holding the runner. Runner goes. First pitch, ground ball right to the first baseman Avilo. And Avilo's going to step on the bag in time at first base as the Rogues go empty-handed in the bottom half of inning number 5. No runs, 1 hit, no errors committed by Stockton, and at 2 left as it is Jordan Marion over at third base and Ryan Severns at first base. We have played 5 in the Rogue Valley. Stockton still leads by 3, 6-3 against your Medford Rogues. On to the top half of inning number 6 we go. More from the Rogue Valley, Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
It is a windy evening in the Rogue Valley. 6-3 Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network as it is. The 9-1-2 batters due up for the Stockton Pearls of Houston McCray, followed by Bo Blake and Thomas Eiton. As Sam Janik begins his first full inning on the hill, able to go in to business in the top half of inning number 5 as he will be facing 9-1-2. As it is a 6-3 lead for the Stockton Pearls out of the BACL. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field.
The left fielder, Houston McCray.
Houston McCray goes to work now, left-handed batter. He's 1 for 2 so far this evening. The whole entire the corner infielders for your Rogues thinking about that bunt single he had, the drive and a run with 2 outs. First offering home. Fastball as he sprays it foul down that third base side, strike 1. McCray able to have that huge RBI bunt single. Able to drive it a run with 2 outs. A bunt with 2 outs. Craziness for Stockton. No balls and a strike in the top half of inning number 6 and the pitch. Ground ball, chopper to the left side, takes it on one hop as Ryan Severns is short to throw over to first in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the ground out for the first out of the frame as we go back to the top of the order with the shortstop of Bo Blake. He's 2 for 3 so far this evening with a single and a home run. Bo Blake has had a lot of fun so far in the Rogue Valley. Question is, how can Sam Janik and company cool him down in game 1 of this 3-game series? 1 out, base is empty. Infield playing deep for your Rogues. First offering on the way from Sam Janik. Chopper to the left side, charging in is Jordan Marion, the third base, and the throw over to first, and the throw's in time. Beautiful play by Jordan Marion, able to showcase his skills at third base. 5-3 on the ground out, 2 up and 2 down in the top half of inning number 6. As that was a scrumptious play there, Jordan Marion able to get Mr. Bo Blake out for the second out of the frame. Two up and 2 down in the top half of inning number 6. Thomas Eiton goes to work now. 1 for 2 so far off an air this evening. Top half of inning number 6. Janik ready. And the pitch. First pitch fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 1. Stockton 3, Stockton 6, I should say. Medford 3, top half of inning number 6. Curveball registers for a strike on the inside corner, strike 2. Stockton able to find ways to score a pair of runs in the 3rd and in the 5th. 6-3, Stockton out in front, no balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home from Janik. Chopper left side, going to his right is Ryan Severns, and he can't make the play. That's a bouncing ball into left field. And Thomas Eiton gets aboard of a 2-out base knock to continue the top half of inning number 6. And another hit in the hit column for the Pearls tonight. Make that 9 hits so far this evening. Now Dax Hardcastle goes to work now. He is 1 for 2 so far off a walk. Hardcastle able to have a 2-run jack in the 5th inning. The Pearls not afraid of the big back porch in left field. First offering home. Chops it foul behind the plate. Strike 1. Think about that home run from Bo Blake with the wind blowing in. Tough play there. Able to send that ball over the fence. And Hardcastle did not have any trouble as well. The Bulldog from Mississippi State trying to go to work now. 0-1. Breaking ball. Finds that upper third, strike 2. Good location by Sam Janik as he finds himself ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. The top half of inning number 6. Oh, 2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Sam Janik gets Hardcastle to chase on the fastball, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors created by Medford, and 1 left on as it is Thomas Eiton, the 2-out base runner at first base. So the bottom half of inning number 6 right after this. Due up for your Medford Rogues as it is Kyle Norton, Mason Perello, and Chris Ortiz. Can the Rogues get themselves out of a 3-run deficit? We shall see. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
High school sports,
or college, know your role.
you can be a player,
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
Know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Kyle Norton to lead off the bottom half of inning number 6 as that 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses up and out. Ball 1 as it is a 6-3 lead for the Stockton Pearls against your Medford Rogues game 1 of this 3-game series. My name is Brian Welch with the Rogue Streaming Network as it is the 4-hole hitter of Kyle Norton to lead off the frame, followed by Mason Perello and Chris Ortiz. 1-1. Fastball misses inside ball 2. Kyle Norton so far this evening, 0 for 2 so far at the dish. Had a strikeout and reached on a fielder's choice. Able to cash that in for a run back in the bottom half of inning number 1. 1 ball and a strike. Fastball elevated. Actually, going to say that was for, we were pitched behind. So Kyle Norton's able to get aboard of a leadoff walk to begin the bottom half of inning number 6. So good job there by the young man from Georgia Gwinnett College. 1 on, no outs, bottom half of inning number 6. As Mason Perello goes to work now, he's 1 for 1 so far as he reached on there in his first at-bat. Mason Perello trying to keep this offense moving. Rogues trailing by 3, 6-3 against the Stockton Pearls. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. First offering home as he lasers it foul to that first base side, strike 1. I know that Mason's parents listening right now back in the great state of Washington. You might have heard that conversation with Mason and I during the Rogues pregame show last week talking about why go to Washington State. And Mason has been bleeding crimson for a very long time. No balls and a strike. Herrera ready, and the strike 1 pitch home. Looping curveball. That's going to be a line drive into center field. Base hit. Rounding second, racing towards third base is Kyle Norton. And it's a huge single off the bat of Mason Perello. Mr. Bleeding Crimson himself, the future Cougar of Washington State, puts runners on the corners and no outs in the bottom half of inning number 6. Huge at-bat by Mason Perello. As Chris Ortiz goes to work now. Chris symbolizes as the tying run. The bottom half of inning number 6, the Rogues have had opportunities to get runners across the plate, but they've only had like 3 base runners left on this evening, but it's felt like even more. 2 on, no outs, bottom half of inning number 6. And the first pitch home. Fastball fouled off at the screen, strike 1.
Attention fans,
Chris
if you
Ortiz.
have plastic trays from the bullpen grill with you in the stands, just hold them up. We'll come by and get them from you.
Chris Ortiz having a interesting night at the plate. 0 for 2 so far, grounding into a double play in the 4th. Struck out in the 1st. No balls and a strike. And the pitch home, runner goes. That's going to be cued foul down that first base side. Strike 2. And you heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead talk about his great shoes. The red, white, and blue shoes. He's rocking them right now, as well as Coach Corey Siracusa. Coach Siracusa actually is offering lessons. Talk about that a little bit later on. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner goes. Fastball outside. The throw over to second base by Hendricks. And the ball escapes away from the shortstop Blake. And Kyle Norton's able to cruise across the plate. And the Rogues only trail by 2. 6-4 against Stockton. Great play there. Mason Perello able to swipe second base. And another stolen base this evening. Chris Ortiz still behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 6. 6-4 Stockton leading. Big lead for Perello over at second. Infield playing deep, and the 1-2. Bouncing ball gets away from the catcher of Hendricks. He does not know what the ball is. And Mason Perello is able to swipe second and also able to swipe third. And Medford's only 90 feet away from scoring in the bottom half of inning number 6. Another crazy inning. We've always talked about it. Creating chaos on the base paths. And right now, Medford keeping the pedal to the metal now offensively. 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. 6-4 Stockton out in front, bottom of 6. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 6. 6-4 Stockton out in front. 2-2 pitch, and it's fouled off to the screen. We'll do it again, still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mason Perello over at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 6-4 Stockton out in front. Wind blowing into the ballpark. 2-2. Fastball, chopper up the middle. Going to his left is the shortstop of Blake. The throw over to first, and the throw will be in time for out number 1. And Ortiz is able to drive in Mason Perello from third, as it is an RBI ground out. And the Rogues only trail by 1, 6-5 against Stockton in the bottom half of inning number 6. So right now it is 1 out, bases emptied. 6-5 Stockton out front. Trevor Smith goes to work now. Third at bat in the Medford Rogues uniform. Right now, this Rogue squad trying to tie this game up in the bottom half of inning number 6. First offering home. Changeup that misses outside, ball 1. Chris Ortiz with that RBI ground out, but Trevor Smith 0 for 2 so far this evening. 3-1 on the ground out. Pitch misses down and in, ball 2. Young man from El Cajon, California. El Cajon in the San Diego area. Now there is a mound visit for the coach for the Stockton Pearls. This pause of the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza, from pizza to wings, even calzones. Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. 6-5, Stockton out in front, game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Take a look at the scoreboard. Out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Holt Homes, as it is a very interesting game going on in Arcata, as Humboldt's out in front 5-2 against the Lincoln Potters. Right now in the bottom half of inning number 4 in Arcata. Right now it is the Prune Packers out in front by a touchdown, 8-1 against the Athletic Edge Express in the top half of inning number 9. As it is Solano picking up a victory against the Bay Area Marauders. 2-0 pitch, fastball registers on the outside corner, strike 1. That is the check of the out-of-town scoreboard, and the out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. 2-1 pitch, hard ground ball, right side, slow roller to Casares at second. The throw over to first, and the throw will be in time for out number 2. So 4-3 on the ground out for the second out of the frame. Now with 2 outs and the base is empty in the bottom half of inning number 6. Troy Osborne goes to work now. Troy Osborne 1 for 2 so far this evening. The young man from Grants Pass gets a huge cheer from the crowd in the stands. And this has been a very interesting game so far. Medford able to claw back from their deficit. They only trail by 1. First offering on the way. He got a piece of it, and actually it was fouled off. That's strike 1. Troy Osborne trying to duck out of the way, and the ball hits the bat. So that's a foul ball. Wow, you don't see that every day. No balls and a strike in the bottom half of inning number 6. 6-5 Stockton out in front. Infield playing deep. Rogues able to plate 2 runs in this frame. Strike 1 pitch on the way. Fastball, fisted foul to the screen. Strike 2. Now Osborne finds himself behind, no balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 6. Osborne struck out in the second, base hit in the 5th. Was tagged out at second base during that half of a double play. No balls, 2 strikes, Herrera ready, and the pitch. 0-2, fisted right to the shortstop of Blake. The Blake throws it on the run, and the throw is going to be accurate for out number 3. 2 runs come across the plate on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left stranded. Nobody left stranded, I should say, as a very good offense so far by the Medford Rogues. 2 runs across the plate as the Rogues are within 1. 6-5 against Stockton. Go to the top half of inning number 7 right after this. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Now, this is something you don't normally see it at a ball game in the Rogue Valley, as it is a gymnast showing the Gymnastics Academy showing off what they've been able to learn this summer, as it is a 6-5 lead for the Stockton Pearls as we go to the top half of inning number 7. Brian Witch back with you on the Rogue Stream Network as we are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza, for pizza to wings, even calzones. Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at .com. Will come by our locations in Phoenix and at Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. New pitcher coming in for your Medford Rogues, as it is the young man from Corcoran, California, Herman Luna. Again, his warm-up tosses in right now. Third pitcher used so far by Medford on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. Dylan Finelli able to go 4 2/3 innings strong, had 2 strikeouts and 6 runs given up, as the ball was given to Sam Janik, and Sam Janik able to sneak out of the inning, with able to force that one out, and able to go a 1 1/3 innings, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, no runs, no errors. Did have 1 walk and 1 strikeout, as Herman Luna's getting his warm-up tosses in right now. This pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. As Herman Luna will be facing the middle of the order for the Stockton Pearls of Caleb Vila, followed by Tyler Williams and Caleb Hendricks.
First baseman, Caleb Velo.
So right now it is 6-5, Stockton out in front, top half of inning number 7. Rogues able to take a bite out of the deficit, able to get 2 runs across the plate. Now they only trail by 1. Can Herman Luna cool down the bats of the Stockton? We shall see. Top half of inning number 7, 7 about the set in the Rogue Valley. First offering home from Herman Luna. Fastball fouled off to the right side, strike 1. Caleb Vilo, 1 for 3 so far this evening. Ground out and a fly out. Able to be productive in the top half inning number 3 of a 2-run RBI. 6-5, Stockton out in front, top of 7. Strike 1 pitch on the way. Fastball misses. Upstairs, ball 1. This has been a very interesting game to watch so far. If you're just now joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network, Dylan Finelli struggled to get outs, 1-1. Fastball misses inside, escapes out of the glove of the mid out of Chris Ortiz, ball 2. And right now, you think about this, the Rogue squad trying to be on damage control, trying to slow down the bats of Stockton. 2 balls and a strike from Herman Luna, and the pitch. 2-1, fastball, lasered foul, out of play down that first base side, strike 2, and the count goes even. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the top of 7. Huge opportunity right now for Herman Luna to send Caleb Vilo back to the dugout. Tyler Williams waits on deck for Stockton. 2-2. Fastball, ground ball, left side, charging in is Ryan Severns, the shortstop, scoops it up to throw, but a first in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the ground out for the first out of the frame. Good play there by Ryan Severns, able to track that one down. As it is 1 out and the base is empty. Top half of inning number 7. As Tyler Williams goes to work now. 0 for 2 so far with a hit by pitch. 6-5, Stockton out in front against Medford. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. The left-handed batter, Tyler Williams, stands in. Infield playing deep for your Medford Rogues. Base is empty. First pitch on the way. Fastball elevated. Ball 1. Tyler Williams being in the DH role this evening. Struck out in the second. Ground into a 4-6-3 double play, 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside, ball 2. It was hit by a pitch and was tagged out at third base. Wind blowing into left field, 2-0. Fastball, chopper foul down that first base side, strike 1. Tyler Williams at the dish. Young man, 6'1", 210 out of Cal. Ahead 2 balls and a strike in the top half of inning number 7. 6-5 Stockton out in front. 2-1 from Herman Luna. Wave and a miss, strike 2. Good location there by Herman Luna to make Williams chased at that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 7. 2-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Beautiful pitching by Herman Luna. Another strikeout for Mr. Herman Luna. 2 up and 2 down in the top half of inning number 7. And Herman Luna, a guy who's able to swing a pretty mean fungo, gets his first strikeout of the evening. 2 outs, bases empty, top half of inning number 7. Caleb Hendricks goes to work now. 2 for 3 so far this evening. First offering home. Fastball fouled off. Behind the plate, strike 1. And what I mean by Herman Luna can swing a mean fungo, Herman Luna usually swings fungo during the Rogues batting practice. He's pretty good at it. Keep talking with him. I said, hey, it's assistant coach Herman Luna right there. But he's swinging a pretty good fungo bat like an assistant coach. Strike 1 pitch home. Fastball misses inside, ball 1. No balls and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 7. Luna ready, and the 0-2. Fastball misses, down and out, ball 1. 6-5, Stockton out in front, top half of inning number 7. Wind blowing into the ballpark. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Herman Luna trying to shut the door on the Pearls offense, and now time is taken by home plate umpire Andrew Herbold. Hendricks will get a swing in. 1 ball and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 7. 1-2. Fastball misses, down and in, ball 2. Big opportunity right now for Herman Luna to try to shut the door on this Pearl squad. Deuces wild, top of 7. Luna ready, and the 2-2 home. 2-2, fastball misses downstairs, ball 3. And the count runs full, 3-2 in the top of 7. And this is a huge pitch right now. The count runs full, with the count being running full. Torito waits on deck, 3-2 pitch. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Herman Luna, but they're going to say he fouled it off. So Caleb Hendricks gets another chance at the plate. Count still full, 3-2. Herman Luna thought that was strike 3. We'll do it again, still 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases empty, top half inning number 7, the 3-2 home. Fastball, wave and a miss, got him to chase at that one. Back-to-back Ks to close out the 7th frame for Herman Luna. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left stranded. 2 strikeouts for Herman Luna as we go to the bottom half of inning number 7 at Harry and David Field. It's time to stretch in the Rogue Valley. Due up for your Rogues, as it is going to be Jordan Marion, Travis Finney, and Ryan Severns. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Medford Rogues Baseball. Listen to the crowd sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at Harry and David Field. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 7 at Harry and David Field. Brian Wutch back with you on the Rogues Streaming Network. Stockton 6, Medford 5, as it is 9-1-2 due up for your Medford Rogues. Jordan Marion followed by Travis Finney and Ryan Severns, as Cruz Herrera still on the hill. As it is Isaac Hill ready to go to work now, replacing Marion at third base. So Isaac Hill will make his introduction into the series for the first time this evening. So it is Hill, followed by Travis Finney and Ryan Severns. The goal right now is to chase the starter, Cruz Herrera, out of the game. First offering on the way. Breaking ball finds the inside corner, strike one. And right now, Cruz Herrera has been able to have that good curveball, also a very good fastball. The guy who's still uncommitted has been making this Rogue squad think about at the plate. Is that 0-1 pitch is the fastball. It misses downstairs, ball one. Isaac Hill at the dish this season, averaging .388 at the plate. Last week, he was seeing the ball really well. 1-1, fastball, wave and a miss, strike two. And Isaac Hill's behind 1 ball and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 8, 6-5, Stockton out in front. One ball, 2 strikes. Curveball, strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Hill is frozen at the dish. And we go back to the top of the order. As it is a new pitcher on the hill, I should say. As it is Lorenzo Liu. Lorenzo Liu on the hill pitching. In relief for Cruz Herrera. This pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. So Liu will take over the reins right now. Travis Finney squared for a bunt. So it is no balls and a strike, 1 out. 6-5, Stockton out in front. It's a perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. No balls and a strike. Fastball misses down and in, ball one. And right now, Travis Finney at the dish so far. Hit by a pitch in the first, walked in the third. Had a pop out in the fifth, so he's 0 for 1 so far. If a hit by a pitch and a walk, 1-1. That's hit in the air. Deep shot, deep left field. Going back is McCray, and at the track, he's robbing Travis Finney right by the Southern Oregon sign in left center. Huge play by the left fielder of McCray, able to make the grab. Travis Finney put that ball into orbit, but McCray able to track that one down and rob him. So 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 7 as Ryan Severns goes to work now. Bases empty, 2 outs. Lorenzo Liu on the hill pitching, and Liu from San Joaquin Delta College. A lot of Mustangs on this squad. San Joaquin Delta College, a junior college down in Stockton, California. 1-0 pitch, bounces in the dirt, ball 2. Severns so far this evening, base hit in the 5th, able to work a walk in the 1st. So he has a hit on the evening. The future Gaucho of UC Santa Barbara looking to find a way to keep this offense moving. 2-0 pitch, misses down and out, ball 3 as it skips across the plate. And right now, this Medford squad looking to try to keep this offense moving. Severns ahead 3-0. 3-0 pitch, breaking ball, finds the upper third, strike 1. And Ryan Severns, if he gets aboard, represents a tie and run, but he has to get there first. 3 balls and a strike. Line drive over the head of the shortstop, Blake. Bouncing into left center. Rounding first, speeding towards second. Severns going to go into overdrive, and he's going to drop the tail hook at second base. A huge 2-out stand-up double for Ryan Severns. Huge hit off the bat of Ryan Severns. And right now, this Rogue squad offensively is back in business.
And coming into play, right field from Medford and Lower Columbia Community College, number 24, Aiden Horsley.
So Aiden Horsley will take over the reins from Johnny Alley. He'll replace Alley in right. The Rogues right now looking to spark some offense the bottom half of inning number 7, 6-5 Stockton out in front. And right now, Aiden Horsley trying to get aboard now. 6-5 Stockton out in front, bottom half of inning number 7. Wind still blowing strongly in the ballpark. First pitch on the way. Strike finds that inside third, strike 1. Lights are turned on in the Rogue Valley at Harry and David Field. Second to last fireworks show at Harry and David. Lou will step off the rubber. And he'll chase back Ryan Severns. Ryan Severns has had a lot of fun so far this evening. Right now, Aiden Horsley waits for the 0-1. He pops that one up, cued to the right side of the infield, calling everybody off as the first baseman of Velo. And Velo is able to make the grab for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left, as it is Ryan Severns as he's left on at second base. We go to the 8th right after this. Medford still trailing by 1 at 6-5 against Stockton. More from the Rogue Valley right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
It is go time in the top half of inning number 8, as it is Herman Luna still on the hill pitching for your Medford Rogues. Medford trailing by 1 at 6-5 against Stockton. Herman Luna able to send the Pearls in order 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. Now it is going to be the bottom of the order, due up of Brandon Torito, followed by Caleb Casares and Houston McCrae. Herman Luna so far this evening, 2 strikeouts so far. 6-5 Stockton out in front. Stockton wearing their white uniform, their pearly blue uniforms. Is that first pitch on the way? Wave it a miss, strike 1.
Jackson will be set up at the dugout score.
Infield playing deep. Herman Luna so far, the young man from Corcoran, California, delivers the 0-1. It's fouled off. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Now the wind's starting to pick up a little bit more than we saw at first pitch. 6-5 Stockton out in front, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Medford 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on this Friday evening. 0-2. Fastball, wave and a miss, strike 3. A beautiful pitch by Herman Luna. Third strikeout for Herman Luna so far this evening. And Torito was the strikeout batter, and everybody is happy at Harry and David Field. 1 out, nobody on. In the top half inning number 8 as Caleb Casares goes to work now. Casares 0 for 3 so far this evening, still looking for his first hit, first offering home. Fastball blows right past him, strike 1. And Herman Luna right now is in the zone. Good pitching so far. The guy who can swing the fungo bat during batting practice is having fun on the hill. No balls and a strike. Cued to the screen, strike 2. Think about this. Herman Luna has greatly improved while being on the hill in this 2025 season. Guy that's been able to pitch well. You think about summer ball. Luna in charge of the count, 0-2. Fastball, strike 3, called with the fastball in the upper third. 4 straight Ks for Herman Luna this evening. 2 up and 2 down in the top half of inning number 8. Herman Luna is dealing on the hill tonight in the Rogue Valley. 5 straight retirements. And right now, Herman Luna is hungry. You get that third out, and Herman Luna right now saying, hey, I got to shut him down. And there was time taken as Mike Gerlach will have a conversation with the batter of Houston McCray, I should say. And Kevin Olmstead will have a conversation with this whole entire infield, and Herman Luna. This pause of the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and at Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Allentown Scoreboard is brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. We are keeping an eye on that scoreboard in Arcata right now, as it is Lincoln taking on the Humboldt Crabs, as it is a huge game, especially for the Rogues, tied for second place, as it is Humboldt out in front 6-2 against Lincoln, game 1 of that series. Humboldt able to take 2 games last weekend against the Lincoln Potters at McBean. Solano able to take care of business against the Bay Area Marauders, 11-6 at Solano College. Healdsburg able to take down the Athletic Edge Express, 8-2. Our good friends, the Athletic Edge Express, 8-2. And right now, this game's getting pretty interesting. Top half, inning number 8, 2 outs, nobody on. 6-5 Stockton out in front. And McCray's been a guy who's been pretty crafty at the dish so far, able to have a huge RBI bunt single to continue the frame of 2 outs. As that first pitch on the way, fastball misses down, ball 1. McCray 1 for 3 so far this evening. Quick deal from Herman Luna, 1-0. Fastball fouled off to that left side, out of play, strike 1. And you think about how Herman Luna's had a great presence on the hill. You think about what head coach Kevin Olmstead said during our pregame interview, saying, hey, we got to throw strikes. We got to locate the strike zone. And Herman Luna's done a great job with that, especially Sam Janik as well. Dylan Finelli had his trouble, but Dylan Finelli kept his composure on the hill. 6-5 Stockton out in front, game 1 of this 3-game series. What a great start to begin the series, 1-1. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 2. And this has been a series so far. It's been a lot of offense, 2 balls and a strike. Fastball dots the inside third, strike 2. And the deuces are wild in the top half, inning number 8. A huge pitch right now for Herman Luna. 2 balls, 2 strikes, Luna ready, and the pitch, 2-2 in the air, popped up into left field. Tracking it down is Trevor Smith, and that ball is going to be caught by Trevor Smith. A huge grab by the left fielder, able to rob Houston McCray, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. A 1-2-3 inning for Herman Luna. 4 strikeouts in his outing. We go to the bottom half of inning number 8 right after this. Due up for your Rogues, Kyle Norton, Mason Perello, and Chris Ortiz. A huge inning in the Rogue Valley. We'll be right back after this with a 90-second timeout. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
High school sports,
or college, know your role.
you can be a player,
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, Ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
Know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
For the bottom half of inning number 8 at Harry and David Field, as it is a new pitcher coming in for the Stockton Pearls, as it is Dax Hardcastle in relief of Lorenzo Liu. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. As Hardcastle is occupying third base, Ramirez will take his place at third, as we are in the bottom half of inning number 8. As Kyle Norton will try to get a bunt down that third base side, and it will be foul. Strike one. No balls and 1 strike to Kyle Norton, as Kevin Olmstead misses his helmet. Got the foul ball, but could not follow through with it. Kyle Norton to lead off the bottom half of inning number 8. Mason Perello to follow, and Chris Ortiz. No balls and a strike in the bottom half of the 8th. As that fastball misses outside as it escapes away from the catcher of Hendricks. Ball 1. So this has been a very interesting lineup so far for the Stockton Pearls. Stockton able to find ways to strike while the iron's hot. The third pitcher used Hardcastle. 1-1, fastball, finds the upper third, strike 2. And now Kyle Norton finds himself behind 1 ball and 2 strikes, the bottom half of inning number 8. (6-5) Stockton out in front, bottom half of inning number 8. And the pitch, 1-2, slicing foul out of play. Do it again, still 1-2 in the bottom of 8. Wind still blowing into the ballpark now. As it's been a very chilly evening at the ballpark. It was warm during batting practice. Now with the sun going down, the wind's starting to pick up just a little bit more. Starting to see fans starting to run to get their sweatshirts in the stands. 1 ball and 2 strikes, Norton behind, and the 1-2 misses down in below the knees. 2-2. Kyle Norton so far this evening, 0 for 2 so far of a walk. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Able to cash that in for a run. Struck out in the third, worked a walk in the bottom half of inning number 6, able to cash that walk in for a run. 2-2. Fastball popped out of play on that third base side. Still 2-2. And a lengthy at bat to begin the bottom half of inning number 8. 6-5, Stockton out in front. Game 1 of this 3-game series at Harry and David Field. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of the 8th. 2-2. Looping curveball misses for ball 3. And the count fills up, 3 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 8. And right now, Kyle Norton trying to get aboard. Norton does have 1 walk to his credit so far this evening. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from the tall righty. Fastball misses, down and in, ball 4. And Kyle Norton able to work a 1-out walk in the leadoff walk, I should say, in the bottom half of inning number 8. So Mason Perello goes to work now with 1 on, no outs, bottom half of inning number 8. 6-5, Stockton out in front. Tying run is at first, go-ahead run at the plate. Mason Perello so far this evening, pair of hits so far, both of them singles. He's 2 for 2 so far for an error. First offering home, fastball, and that is going to be waving a miss, strike 1. Good fastball by Dax Hardcastle, the guy who will be going to the land of Mississippi State, or Stark Vegas as they call it. Kyle Norton over at first base, Velo holding the runner. Runner goes, fastball, waving a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. Hendricks able to get Norton at second base. Instead of having one on, there's one out and the base is empty. Wow. And the fans at Harry and David Field not happy about that call. 6-5 Stockton out in front, bottom half of inning number 8. Mason Perello in the hole, 0-2. Perello 2 for 2 with an error. He's reached on all 3 at-bats as that 0-2 pitch misses outside, ball 1. Medford, last time they scored was in the bottom half of inning number 6. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, taps it in the air. Right field going to his left is Chirito. Chirito will track it down, circling for it, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So Perello flies out for the second out of the frame. 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 8. And right now, Chris Ortiz goes to work now with the bases empty. Chris Ortiz has not had the night he's envisioned so far. He's 0 for 3 so far. A strikeout, ground into a double play. Does have an RBI to his credit, but has not reached on base yet this evening. Can he reach on base, tie and run at the dish? Infield playing deep for Stockton in the bottom half of inning number 8. First pitch on the way. Curveball locates on the outside third, strike 1. This has been a very interesting game so far for your Rogues. Rogues trying to find that offense, that 0-1 pitch. Downstairs, check swing, and the first base umpire, Brendan Dollarhide, said he did not go. 1-1. Fastball hits it in the air, right field, and that will trail out of play, and that ball will land on the grass berm. And let's see a kid get it, and actually a kid in a blue T-shirt will get the ball. Strike 2. Maybe we should have a banana ball, and whoever catches the ball in the stands records the out. 1-2. Fastball almost takes Chris Ortiz's head off as the ball bounces away from the backstop. Counts even 2-2 with the deuces wild in the bottom half of inning number 8. And this is a huge at-bat once again for Medford, trailing by 1, 6-5 against Stockton. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 8. 2-2. Line drive over into center field, base hit. Hardcastle almost got hit, and Chris Ortiz said, "Take that. You almost took my head off. I'll take your head off." A 2-out base knock in the bottom half of inning number 8. A huge hit off the bat of Chris Ortiz. Now Trevor Smith goes to work now with 1 on, 2 outs. I know that Chris Ortiz did not mean to scare Hardcastle, but that line drive had some heat to it. And now this will be a conversation between head coach Kevin Olmstead, Cora Saracusa, Trevor Smith, and Chris Ortiz. 1 on, 2 outs. And now this has been very interesting to watch so far. So the Rogues do have in their disposal, they do have the speedy Josiah Palomino. But they're going to go.
Our current batter at the plate, Trevor Smith.
Frankie Retigliano will pinch run.
Brother of former Rogue Austin Smith.
So Retigliano will pinch run for Chris Ortiz over at first base. The Rogues need a speedy man at first. Now Trevor Smith goes to work now. He's 0 for 3 so far this evening. And the crowd in Medford cheering on the hometown hero of Frankie Retigliano. 6-5 Stockton out in front. 1 on, 2 outs. And right now this is a big opportunity for the young man who just graduated high school in the San Diego area, El Cajon to be precise. First offering home. Fastball pops it foul, out of play. Behind the dish, strike 1. Trevor Smith was playing at Petco Park in an all-star game a couple of days ago. Now he's playing in the Rogue Valley. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Runner goes. Fastball to throw over to second base, and the tag is not going to be in time. What a play there. And the coach for Stockton, Mike Gerlach, will step out of the dugout, and he'll have a conversation with Dan Conklin to argue the call. So hold your horses here, folks. Big opportunity and this is a point in the game that could go either way. This conversation between the coach of Gerlach and Dan Conklin. This is still a civil conversation. Trevor Smith finds himself behind no balls and 2 strikes. The bottom half of inning number 8, 6-5 Stockton out in front. So Gerlach will go back to the dugout. And right now, the wind's starting to blow in even more. The lefty of Trevor Smith trying to cook offensively. 6-5 Stockton out in front, bottom of 8. 1-run deficit for your Medford Rogues. Frankie Utigliano able to swipe second base. No balls, 2 strikes. Hardcastle ready. And the fastball. 0-2, fastball away with a miss, strike 3. And Smith is down on strikes, and that is the end of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left as it is Frankie Utigliano left on at second base. We have played 8 in the Rogue Valley. Stockton leads by 1 at 6-5 against your Medford Rogues. We'll go to the 9th right after this. We'll take a 90-second timeout. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Medford trailing by 1, 6-5 against the Stockton Pros. We go to the top half of inning number 9 at Harry and David Field. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network, as it is Josiah Palomino replacing Chris Ortiz behind the dish. And Herman Luna so far this evening, 2 innings of work, 4 strikeouts. As the top of the order guy, Bo Blake, goes to work. Bo Blake has been having fun in the Rogue Valley, 2 for 4 so far. First at bat of the weekend, able to have a solo shot to left field. So it is 1, 2, and 3 of Blake, followed by Eichten and Dax Hardcastle's at first pitch on the way, misses inside the ball 1. But Herman Luna's had a great time on the hill pitching tonight. Good location on that fastball. Also been able to pull the string on many batters so far in this lineup for Stockton. 1-0 pitch. Fastball, bouncer foul down that third base side, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike in the top half of inning number 9. Second to last fireworks show this 2025 season at Harry and David Field. Right now, Herman Luna's been able to provide some fireworks on the hill so far. 1-1, fastball fouled in the dirt. Strike 2. Blake 2 for 4 this evening. Homered in the first, base hit in the third, able to cash them in on run, able to cash those in for runs, especially for the home run, but also that single has grounded down a pair of times. That pitch is fouled off down that third base side. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground out the short and the third, in the fourth, and in the 6th. 6-5 Stockton out in front, top of 9. 1-2 is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Herman Luna ready. And the pitch. Ground ball, knuckled right to the third baseman, Isaac Hill at third. The throw over to first in time for out number 1. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the frame as Thomas Eichten goes to work now. 1 out, the base is empty, top half of inning number 9. And right now you think about how this team's been playing so far this evening. Medford defensively trying to keep this defensive presence going. Herman Luna so far this evening able to find ways to get those strikeouts. 4 Ks so far from the young man from Corcoran, California. And the first offer at home. Fastball, knuckled foul to the screen, strike 1. To Thomas Eichten. Thomas Eichten, a pair of singles in the 5th and in the top half of inning number 6. Reached on an error in the 3rd, grounded out to second base in the first. 6-5, Stockton out in front. Game 1 of this 3-game series. Strike 1 pitch home. Fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 2. And Herman Luna finds himself in charge. No balls and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 9. Luna gets set and the 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Beautiful location. 5 Ks for Herman Luna so far in relief. 2 up and 2 down in the top half of inning number 9.
Now batting the pitcher, Dax Hardcastle.
So Dax Hardcastle will go to work now as the reliever. 2-run homer in the 5th. Work to walk in the 3rd. Ground out and a strikeout so far for Mr. Hardcastle. Right against right in the top of 9. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and out, ball 1. But right now, this is a Medford squad looking to try to shut the door. Rogues will have Osborne, Isaac Hill, and Travis Finney due up in the bottom half of inning number 9. 1-0 pitch. Slider misses outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Herman ready, and the pitch. 2-0, fastball misses down, ball 3. So right now, this is a big opportunity for Herman Luna to try to get that, find that strike zone again. 3-0 pitch. Fastball right down the boulevard, strike 1. 3 balls and a strike in the top half of inning number 9. 6-5, Stockton out in front against your Medford Rogues. Game 1 of this 3-game series. This is going to be a very entertaining series. 3-1 pitch, fouled off to the screen. And the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Airplane flies overhead on this Friday evening in the Rogue Valley. Sun setting. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Luna sets, and the payoff. Fastball line drive into left field. That is going to drop down for a hit. That ball is going to bounce right by the food for less sign in left field. Rounding first, speeding towards second is Dax Hardcastle, and he gets aboard of a 2-out double, I should say, in the top half of inning number 9.
Now batting first baseman, Caleb Velo.
So 8 straight retirements. Does not go for 9 straight retirements for Herman Luna. 1 on, 2 outs, top half of inning number 9. Caleb Velo goes to work now. 2-run RBI back in the 3rd. Pair of ground outs and a fly out so far this evening. And right now, the right-handed batter goes to work now. Herman Luna trying to pull the string on him once again with that strikeout. 5 Ks so far for Herman Luna. Herman Luna looking like a big candidate for player of the game defensively. Runner at second, first offering, fastball, blows right past Velo, strike 1. Velo swings at the velo of Herman Luna. No balls and a strike in the top half of inning number 9. Hardcastle at second base. 2 gone, 1 on. Top half of inning number 9. 0-1 pitch. Slider misses down and in, ball 1. Stay tuned for the Rogues post-game shows. Get a chance to pick our offensive and defensive player of the game. Plus, we'll show you the fireworks show. We won't have the sound on for you, but you can get the chance to watch the booms and the crackles and all the pretty colors of the fireworks. 1 ball and 1 strike. Curveball bends it for a strike on the inside of corner, strike 2. And the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes in the top half of inning number 9. And right now, Herman Luna, who has 5 strikeouts so far in this outing, looking for strikeout number 6. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fastball misses down and in, ball 2, and the count goes even 2 balls and 2 strikes. I know that his family is listening back in Corcoran. The former Ram of Fresno City College and the former Seawolf of Sonoma State looking for a home. Trying to sneak out of this jam. Hardcastle at second base. Deuces wild, top half of inning number 9. And the pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called on the upper 3rd. Make it 6 Ks for Herman Luna. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left as it is. The 2-out base runner, Dax Hardcastle at second base. Stockton leads by 1, 6-5 against your Medford Rogues. We go to the bottom half of inning number 9 right after this. Can the Rogues tie it up and walk it off? We shall see. Troy Osborne, Isaac Hill, and Travis Finney will try to do that. Bottom half of inning number 9 right after this. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
It's go time in the bottom half of inning number 9, as it is Orlando Covarrubias to lead off the frame. Pinch hitting for Troy Osborne. 8-9-1 due up for your Medford Rogues, as it is Orlando Covarrubias, Isaac Hill, and Travis Finney ready to go to work in the bottom half of inning number 9. 6-5, Stockton out in front. And right now, this is a huge inning for your Medford Rogues. Orlando Covarrubias leads off the frame. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses outside. Ball 1. Troy Osborne finishes the night with a time at the plate, going 1 for 3 with a single and a ground out and a strikeout as that 1-0 pitch finds the outer third, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom half of inning number 9. Covarrubias so far this season averaging 247 at the dish. Wind blowing softly in the ballpark. 6-5 Stockton out in front. 1-1. Fastball misses outside of ball 2. I've lost count of the times Medford has been in the situation this season. It has been a lot. This team's been able to fight with their backs against the wall. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch to Orlando. Breaking ball finds the outside third, strike 2. The count goes even 2-2. Orlando Covarrubias trying to keep this offense moving. Isaac Hill waits on deck. 6-5, I should say. Stockton out in front, 2-2. Fastball misses down and in, ball 3. And the count fills 3-2. Wind blowing strongly into left field. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hardcastle sets and the payoff. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter. Goodbye, see you later. Orlando Covarrubias goes yard. Holy moly! Covarrubias with a definite no-doubter to right field. And right now we are all tied up at 6 apiece. And Orlando Covarrubias providing fireworks before the fireworks show has even begun. And now the coach for Stockton steps out of the dugout, and Mike Gerlach. Actually, he'll pick up the bat and he'll throw it over.
Now batting the third
So right now, Isaac Hill goes to work now, no outs, all tied up at 6 apiece. A huge at-bat for Orlando Covarrubias. Base is empty, no outs. First pitch on the way, off speed, finds the inside corner, strike 1. All tied up at 6 apiece. A huge at-bat for Orlando Covarrubias. Isaac Hill waits for the 0-1. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. And what a game so far. Orlando Covarrubias coming off the bench. A huge leadoff homer. 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom half of the 9th, and that's a breaking ball. Finds the outside corner, strike 2, says Andrew Herbold.
Hot dogs are now $3. Hot dogs, $3.
So right now, this Rogue squad trying to keep the offense moving. Hill behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 9. Hardcastle sets and the 1-2. Fastball escapes away from the catcher of Hendricks, 2-2.
Those $3 hot dogs only go until we're sold out of them now. So go get them now.
Counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 9. And the 2-2. Fastball, ground ball up the middle, into center field. Base hit for Isaac Hill. And Isaac Hill is aboard. Winning run is at first base in the bottom half of inning number 9. And did I tell you? No outs in the bottom half of the 9th. And now Travis Finney goes to work now. 1 on, no outs, bottom of 9. All tied up at 6 between Stockton and Medford. And this has been a game that the Rogues have been trailing. But the comeback kids in the Rogue Valley have found ways to strike while the iron's hot. Lead-off solo homer from Orlando Covarrubias, a base hit from Isaac Hill. Now Travis Finney goes to work now. First offering on the way, scores for a bunt. The third baseman of Ramirez charges in. Make sure Finney doesn't make contact with that. 1 ball and no strikes, bottom half of inning number 9, all leveled up at 6. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch home from Hardcastle. Finney squares for another bunt, but it's upstairs, ball 2. Ryan Severns waits on deck for your Rogues. The bottom half of inning number 9, all tied up at 6 between Stockton and Medford. A solo home run off the bat of Orlando Covarrubias makes us even at 6. 2 balls and no strikes to the Australian from Melbourne, Australia, the 2-0. Fastball misses outside ball 3. And the Stockton Pearls dugout not happy about that strike on that call. On that strike zone for Andrew Herbal. 3 balls and no strikes. Travis Finney trying to keep this offense moving. Third baseman Ramirez on the grass at third. 3-0 pitch. Wants to square for a bunt. Misses up and in, ball 4. And a walk is worked, putting runners at first and second in the bottom half of inning number 9. So a home run off the bat of Covarrubias, a single off the bat of Isaac Hill, and a walk worked by Travis Finney. Ryan Severns goes to work now, a guy who has been seeing the ball well so far. And now this is going to be time taken by Mike Gerlach and the Stockton Pearls team. The Pearls will huddle up on the infield. And this pause, the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. For pizza, the wings, even calzones. Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and at Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. All tied up at 6 apiece in the bottom half of inning number 9. Medford looking for a huge win to open up this weekend series against Stockton. Stockton started the offense, 2 home runs in this game so far off the bat of Bo Blake and as well as Dax Hardcastle, who is on the hill pitching right now in relief. Hardcastle giving up a home run to lead off the bottom half of inning number 9, courtesy of Orlando Covarrubias. Covarrubias coming off the bench in replacement of Troy Osborne. Now the young man who's going to go to UC Santa Barbara in the fall has been dreaming of moments like this since he was a little boy. Ryan Severns goes to work now. 2 on, no outs, bottom half of inning number 9. 16 minutes after 9 p.m. All tied up at 6 apiece between Stockton. Runner goes, and the throw over to third base, and the throw is not going to be in time. A huge steal. Isaac Hill able to swipe third base. Medford's only 90 feet away from scoring. Runners at second and third now, bottom half of inning number 9. 1 ball and no strikes. Infield closed in for Stockton in the bottom of the 9th. 1-0. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner, strike 1. This team has had everything, no outs. Finney at second. Isaac Hill at third, the 1-1. Looping curveball misses inside ball 2. Severns with a single and a double in the 5th and the 7th. Infield closed in, the 2-1. Fastball misses outside ball 3. nobody active in the Stockton pen. All tied up at 6, bottom half of inning number 9. Wind blowing softly in the ballpark. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Line drive into left field, base hit. Isaac Hill's going to score, staying up, and Ryan Severns walks it off. It's a 7-6 walk-off win for your Medford Rogues, and Medford takes game 1 of this 3-game series against the Stockton Pearls, 7-6. How about the future gaucho of UC Santa Barbara, Ryan Severns, as he is being mobbed by his teammates in center field. Oh my word. A 7-6 win for your Medford Rogues. A huge victory for your Rogues. This team has grit. Wow.
Your winning pitcher for the Rogues.
You talked about it. We've talked about it this season. This team has had grit. And now I believe it. Coach Kevin Olmstead and Coach Siracusa, Corey Siracusa, those shoes are lethal on Friday nights. And another Friday nights of craziness at the Rogue Valley. It's a 7-6 walk-off victory in the bottom half of inning number 9, as your Rogues will improve to 19-8 overall on the season. And they'll stay 4-2 in Pacific Empire League action. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. 6 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Stockton Pearls. 7-6 Medford wins against Stockton. We're right back with the Rogues postgame show. A walk-off victory courtesy of the future gaucho of UC Santa Barbara, Ryan Severns. A huge single to beat the shift. And this squad right now goes home happy on fireworks night, the second to last fireworks show. And how about that? Fireworks before the fireworks show, an RBI single to walk it off for Ryan Severns. More from the Rogue Valley right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
High school sports,
or college, know your role.
you can be a player,
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
Know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
What a way to close out the Friday night in the Rogue Valley, as it is a 7-6 walk-off victory courtesy of Ryan Severns, as Medford takes game 1 of this 3-game series against the Stockton Pearls 7-6 at Harry and David Field. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Friday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. Stockton had the jump on the Rogues throughout the whole entire game, but this Rogue squad able to chip away at that lead and able to find ways to strike while the iron's hot. Able to score twice in the first, once in the third, twice in the bottom half of inning number 6, and then 1 run in the bottom half of inning number 9. huge win for your Medford Rogues. A solo home run off the bat of Orlando Covarrubias. As he came off the bench, replacing Troy Osborne in the DH role. Orlando Covarrubias picks up another home run, as that is his second home run of this 2025 campaign. And then a single off the bat of Isaac Hill, a walk worked by Travis Finney. A couple of stolen bases later, Ryan Severn's able to go to work, and he's able to have a single into left field. And Medford able to go home happy, 19-8 overall in this 2025 campaign, 7-6 victory against the Stockton Pearls. And this is going to be a very competitive series going into tomorrow. Stockton brought their A game tonight. Think about this. Their starter, Cruz Herrera, able to go 6 innings strong, able to create unbalance in that strike zone and also be able to pitch well at that fastball and that curveball. And it kept the Rogues lineup off balance, but this Rogue squad able to adapt. We've seen this time and time again throughout this whole entire season. Medford's been able to find ways to get victories and also chip away at that lead and also not get the big hits, but get the walks, get the hit by pitches, get aboard via the air. This has been a team that's been able to have a lot of grit with their backs against the wall. This Rogue squad's been able to swing well, and they get the knockout, a 7-6 walk-off victory against the Stockton Pearls to take game one. A walk-off victory for Ryan Severns, and Ryan Severns, a guy that has impressed many people in the Rogue Valley this year. He's going to be going to UC Santa Barbara in the fall. And UC Santa Barbara has been a very good baseball team over the years. And they are getting great players with Jordan Marion as well as Ryan Severns. Two guys that are going to make that lineup very fun to watch next season. But just a great victory this evening. Medford takes care of business against the Stockton Pearls for game one of this 3-game series. 7-6 walk-off victory for Ryan Severns. Pick our offensive and defensive players of the game before we give you the fireworks show at Harry and David Field. Dylan Finelli had his moments, 2 strikeouts. Sam Janik had a couple of strikeouts. He had 1 strikeout, but the guy who was able to cool down the heat of the Stockton Pearls, how about this? 6 strikeouts for the young man from Corcoran, California. Herman Luna, the guy who's currently in the transfer portal looking for a new home, a guy who was at Fresno City College, a guy that was playing at Sonoma State, now a guy looking for a home. I think he's going to find his home in a little bit with 6 strikeouts in relief, able to shut the door on the Stockton Pearls. 1, 2, 3 in the 7th and the 8th. Had 4 at-bats in the 9th to shut the door down. Oh, by the way, a couple of strikeouts to close out the top half of inning number 9 to set up a 7-6 walk-off victory for your Medford Rogues. A great victory for Herman Luna as he is our defensive player of the game. And how about this for offense? A guy who saw the ball well, going 4 for 4 tonight at the plate. Severns with a double in the 3rd, base hit in the 5th, a double in the 7th, an RBI single to walk it off in the bottom half of inning number 9. A huge victory for your Medford Rogues. Ryan Severns is our player of the game. 4 hits this evening, a couple of doubles, and a pair of singles. Seals the deal for a 7-6 knockout punch against the Stockton Pearls to take game 1 of this 3-game series. Medford right now can only scoreboard watch because they are out. They are not playing in Pacific Empire League play right now. But right now, this Rogue squad has been able to have a lot of tests so far throughout this whole entire evening and also this whole entire season. Think about this. This team right now has had moments throughout this whole entire season, especially look at the Cascade Collegiate League Series, that walk-off victory for Mark Fedro. This team right now, they see a deficit in the bottom half of inning number 9, and they are not fazed by that because they like to play baseball. Plus, they want to be able to find ways to get victories. And, hey, how about a leadoff home run from Orlando Covarrubias to right field? How about that hit? That ball is a definite no-doubter, a place that the ball does not fly very well. Hey, how about this? A couple of home runs for the Stockton Pearls, but a home run for Orlando Covarrubias, his second one of this 2025 season. And this Rogue squad right now playing some really good baseball as they look to take the series against the Stockton Pearls tomorrow evening, 6:35 for the first pitch. Pregame show at 6:15. That's this Rogue squad right now playing some really good baseball in the Rogue Valley. Everyone's getting settled in for the fireworks show, second to last one of this 2025 season. The last one will be next week for 4th of July when the Fresno A's come to town to take on your Medford Rogues. That's going to be a very fun series to watch, how this Rogue squad will take on the team from the San Joaquin Valley in California. But tonight, everyone can enjoy this one. It's a 7-6 walk-off victory for your Medford Rogues against the Stockton Pearls. As we continue on the Rogues post-game show, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and also let's take a look at the standings right now. It has been a very interesting one so far as we go to the Pacific Empire League website right now. As the website's loaded up right now. Scoreboard right now, the out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Solano takes care of the Bay Area Marauders, 11-6 at Solano College. Healdsburg takes game one against the Athletic Edge Express, 8-2. And the Lincoln Potters trailing 11-3 against the Humboldt Crabs. The Crabs playing some really good baseball. Remember, the Crabs took the series last week, 2 games out of 3, and forced the rubber game and sent everybody in Lincoln home sad. Humboldt right now playing some really good baseball. Top half of inning number 9 at the Arcata Ballpark. Crabs 11, Potters 3. As we take a look at the standings, if that lead is holding, Humboldt will put themselves to 4-3 in the season, and 5-3 will be 4-3 will be Lincoln. So that we're going to keep an eye on that score. We're going to keep an eye on that score throughout this whole entire weekend, because the Potters and the Crabs make their way to the Rogue Valley. Crabs first. That will be a July 7th through the 8th showdown, and then the 8th through the 10th, and then the 11th through the 13th will be the Lincoln Potters coming to town, and that following week in McBean at Lincoln will be the Potters taking on the Rogues at McBean Stadium, home to William Jessup, but as well as home to the Lincoln Potters. You know a guy listening right now, Knight Uretsky, a guy who called games in the CCO way back in the day. Has called a couple of games there at McBean Stadium. It's a very interesting ballpark. We'll talk about that as the season goes on. But right now, your Medford Rogues are the talk of the town, a 7-6 walk-off victory courtesy of Ryan Severns to seal the deal in the bottom half of inning number 9. Take a commercial break. We'll bring you the fireworks show from Harry and David Field. It's a 7-6 Ryan Severns walk-off victory for your Medford Rogues against the Stockton Pearls. More from the Rogue Valley right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
High school sports,
or college, know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
Know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents,
Community members.
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Welcome back to the Rogues postgame show as it is a 7-6 victory for your Medford Rogues in walk-off fashion, courtesy of Ryan Severns, the young man from UC Santa Barbara, able to walk it off in the bottom half of inning number 9. 7-6 fireworks will be happening in 2 minutes. Take a look at the offensive and defensive stats before we get the fireworks show going. Is Dylan Finelli able to go 4 2/3 innings, able to go have 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 error, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Sam Janik able to go 1 1/3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Herman Luna able to take the ball for the last 3 innings, able to go 1, 2, 3 innings, 6 strikeouts on this evening, as your Medford Rogues able to take care of business 7-6 against the Stockton Pearls. Take a look at the offensive stats. Travis Finney able to go 0 for 2 for pair of walks and a hit by pitch, but able to provide a lot of excitement after this. Ryan Severns able to work a walk, was forced out at second base. A double in the 3rd, base hit in the 5th, doubled in the bottom half of inning number 7, and an RBI single in the 9th. 4 hits for Mr. Ryan Severns, the young man able to see the ball well, as Johnny Alley able to go. He went 0 for 3 on the night, and Horsley took over in the bottom half of inning number 7, had a pop out to close out the 7th inning. Kyle Norton able to reach on a fielder's choice in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, worked a walk in the 6th and the 7th. Mason Perello able to have a pair of base hits in the 4th, and in the bottom half of inning number 6, a fly out in the 8th. Chris Ortiz able to make some noise. RBI ground out in a single, had a 4-6-3 double play and a strikeout. Trevor Smith in his Medford Rogues debut, young man from El Cajon, California, the future Cougar of Washington State. Did go 0 for 4 at the dish, but saw the ball pretty well. But he'll be going to work tomorrow for his 2nd game in a Medford Rogues uniform. Troy Osborne able to go 1 for 3. Orlando Covarrubias 1 at-bat and able to have a solo jack to right field. That was his only at-bat. Isaac Hill went 1 for 2. Jordan Marion went 0 for 2 at the dish. Medford improves to 19-8 overall in the season, as they are staying that win column. They are still 4-2 Pacific Empire League action, because this game does not count towards league standings. And also a shout out to all the way back in the San Joaquin Valley to Kathy and Gary Nightingale, my aunt and uncle, as they're celebrating their wedding anniversary yesterday, and they were actually celebrating their anniversary at Cattleman's Steakhouse in Selma. Shout out to them. I know my parents were joining them just tonight. So have fun down there, guys. Have fun. Happy anniversary, Uncle Gary and Aunt Kathy. Hopefully the steak was good, and hopefully the salad was good at Cattleman's, making me very hungry on the air in Medford, Oregon. But hey, a hungry victory for your Medford Rogues, a 7-6 walk-off victory, courtesy of the young man Ryan Severns. A 7-6 victory to open up this 3-game series. Take game 1. We're about to bring you the fireworks show, as Dave May is about to send it right now. But as the lights are turned off, we're about to bring you the second to last fireworks show of this 2025 summer season. And everybody has their blankets out. Everyone's excited to see what's going to happen with the fireworks show. Last week's show was a bang fireworks show, a lot of bangs. So we're about to bring you the fireworks, a 7-6 fireworks victory for your Medford Rogues. A lot of fireworks before the game, but it's a 7-6 victory for your Medford Rogues. Dave May is about to turn the lights off, and the fireworks are about to glisten this Southern Oregon night sky in the Rogue Valley. Perfect evening for baseball, and it closes it up with a walk-off victory in the Rogue Valley. Medford takes game 1, 7-6, and we're about to bring you the second to last fireworks show of the season. And what a win. This team right now is playing some really good baseball, and you think about when this squad heads back in the Pacific Empire League play. And let's send it to Dave May.
Rogues, everybody.
And here's the president of the Medford Rogues, Dave May.
That's not loud enough. Let's go, Rogues, come on. That's more like it. Hey, good job tonight, gentlemen. Good win for us. Okay. Thank you, Rockwell Real Estate. Thanks, Jake. This is a long-standing partnership with Jake, and we're grateful to have him. Let's give Jake a round of applause, his whole team at Rockwell Real Estate. We're going to put together a good show because of Jake tonight. Now, we are trying something new tonight, okay? We're going to light a firework off on the field, We've never done that before. We may light the field on fire. So, we may have a little pause, a little delay between what we're going to display here, which is going to be on the field. We've never done it. I have no idea what this is going to work or not. And then we'll get a countdown. Then we will get the fireworks going. All right, who's ready? I asked who was ready. All right, let's see what this does.
And now that was a fireworks show, and there's only one more fireworks show, and that will be next Friday for 4th of July against the Fresno A's, game 1 of that series, but that'll be the last. That will be the last fireworks show of this 2025 summer season at Harry and David Field. Hey, if you liked what you saw tonight, come back next week as you get a chance to see the Medford Rogues take on the Fresno A's on a Friday night, and that is the final fireworks show of this 2025 campaign. But tonight there was fireworks before the fireworks show with a 7-6 walk-off victory courtesy of the future Gaucho of UC Santa Barbara of Ryan Severns. Ryan Severns able to send everybody home happy as your Rogues are 19-8 overall in this 2025 campaign. 7-6 victory against the Stockton Pearls. Let's take a look at the standings before we go on the Rogue Streaming Network. As it is right now, as the standings have not been updated yet, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest, as Solano takes care of business of the Bay Area Marauders 11-6 at Solano College. Hillsburg defeats Athletic Edge Express 8-2, as it is the Humboldt Crabs able to take down the Lincoln Potters. The Potters able to pit up a fight as they do fall 4 by 5 runs. 14-9, Humboldt taking down Lincoln. So Humboldt does take the series. They do take game 1 of the series. If they get the win tomorrow, they'll get the series victory and they'll get the season series. They'll have more wins in the series than Lincoln. So keep an eye on that throughout this whole entire weekend at Harry and David Field. As the standings right now look going into tonight, Hillsburg and Medford are going to be idle. Lincoln taking on Humboldt. So there's a tie, a record of 4-3. And we'll see what will happen there. That'll be a tie for 3rd. Or a tie. There's a tie at 4-3. We'll see how the standings will shape up as right now. Because going into tonight, Humboldt had a record of 3-3. And Lincoln will have a record of 4-2. Tied for 2nd place of your Medford Rogues. So a lot to unpack. And we'll take a look at the standings tomorrow during the Rogues pregame show. Pregame show starting at 6:15. First pitch at 6:35 from Harry and David Field. That will be game 2 of this 3-game series between Stockton and your Medford Rogues. Medford looking to take the series against the Stockton Pearls. Great evening of baseball at Harry and David Field. Mark your calendars as it is a 6:35 first pitch tomorrow. Pregame show at 6:15 on the Rogue Streaming Network from Harry and David Field. For everyone to hear us put this broadcast together, Brian Woach saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Repeat the final score from Harry and David Field as it is a walk-off victory for the future Gaucho of UC Santa Barbara. Ryan Severns able to send everybody happy with a 7-6 knockout blow in the bottom half of inning number 9 against the Stockton Pearls. We'll see you tomorrow evening at 6:15 for the Rogues pregame show. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. So long from Medford.